where do I at this right now? I don't mind that.
Someone did ask me that. Where do we put our heads, especially with the game like this? For those of us, sometimes we find ourselves in this kind of situation when we have countries that we've come from and other countries that are playing. So we see what happens. Like you say, we're monitoring that. We'll be giving update on that as soon as we have that as well. So I'll come back again to you in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Okay, let's start already. So let me continue enough now. This is about to be in this house studio. So okay, now we're bringing you updates, as we did say, in the world. Women, ladies were supposed to go for the World Cup. Money that's supposed to be given to them and allowances and stuff like that was well. So we're thinking that even they might not perform very well, but they're forgetting about everything of the sort and still are cracking up. But when we see blatantly that people are causing fraud or defrauding the nation, then people are asking the question, are some people better off than others? Well, 4 billion fraud. Kano Anti-Graft Agency grabbed the ex-Casco MD for others. Now, what is Casco all about? And then how come 4 billion gonna miss?
Well, CASCO stands for the Kano State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission, this is called the PAC. They've actually now dragged a former managing director of Agricultural Supply Company Limited, CASCO. The question you ask is, people knows around, the public sector. That means they take advantage of so many opportunity that is meant to be for the citizens, and that literally means that people like that have access to what others should have access to as well. So Bala Mohammed and the 4 others to court over alleged diversion of the tune of 4 billion in grants to a private account. It's not even a money to them. This was a grant, and let's go further into it as well. What do we know and what is happening in Kano State? In the last couple of days, we've been, on Friday, remember we talked about a particular family, both the father and the son, also facing, what he calls, to being dragged, by the state, Kano State Public Complaint. And the reason why we are seeing these is because we have a new sheriff in town. So nobody will be left untouched when there's a new governor, and the previous governor doesn't have a say anymore to protect his own. And that is exactly what is being played out right now. Those, respondent in the 10-count charges are Inwe Muhammad, Alima Inwa, Najim Mohammed are all the incorporate trustees of the associations of the Compassionate Friends. The respondent are facing trial on criminal breach of trust, criminal misappropriation, and making false statements or returns contrary to the penal code of the PAC law of Kano State before the Kano High Court. So we're going to be seeing what that happens, but we're talking about millions. The application further stated that the first defendant, Bala Inwa Mohammed, was a former managing director of Casco, unlawfully transferred 20 million naira into his own personal account of one Muse Shehu Ahmed in an FCMB account details from Casco account, domicile in a Senate bank. He was also accused of dishonestly misappropriating and converting the sum belonging to the Kano State government meant for grant to Casco, thereby committing an offense under Section 308 of the Penal Code, punishable under Section 309 of the Penal Code as well.
Well, we don't know what is going to happen to them pertaining to that, but well, let's start radio. UK, England has missed their first penalty there. As I say, I'm going to bring. Nigeria has also missed. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh, these penalties, I don't think it's going very well from both countries. Baba, as we promised, we will be bringing you updates, but then just taking. Well, you remember me, said good morning to everyone. I hope you are doing very, very well as well. But so is it because there's a new president in town, as we say, there's a new sheriff in town, and there's a new, is there a new governor in Kano now?
Well, Ganduje, we will say now the new chairman of the APC lost out, in his state. He couldn't get his predecessors to get in, and that means we have a new governor in the state. Remember, it's still the same governor that was destroying some of the buildings and the facilities, in Kano State. So this is the reason why we are seeing such kind of, vetting, because what we know is most of the governors tend to use each other to protect their corrupt way, and we're talking about grants that should have been available for almost everyone, but it doesn't seem that is happening, and that is why the new governor of Kano State is not taking any chances, especially to recover looted funds meant for the citizens.
Okay. Well, let's start with it. Okay. The penalties continue. Where the match.
And I think England have scored a penalty from the screen on the other side here as well. So we continue to give an update on that.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. NMA urges federal government to reverse no pay plan against medical workers. Now, so medical workers can decide you want to embark on a strike, and they say the
NMA.
NMA is saying that, look, you guys have to reverse that so that if we say we are on strike, you still have to be paying us for that. How fair is that?
Well, how fair is that? We know so many workers are asking for much more, especially a standard of living as well. The chapter of the FCT of the Nigerian Medical Association has now urged the federal government to actually reconsider its no work, no pay proposed policy for the medical workers, saying the act will actually destroy the sector. The call was put together by the association, was made in collaboration with the Nasarawa and the Kogi chapter as well at the new conference, a news conference that took place yesterday in Abuja to usher in the 2023 annual general meeting. According to Charles Ugo Nwanyi, the NA chair in Abuja, condemned the proposed policy by the federal government, which took the decision following the National Association of the Resident Doctor.
Okay. We'll see if there is a need for them too. But what has the government said? What has been the government response?
Well, the government haven't actually responded yet, so we still have to see, what the government is going to be responding. It seems already that the hands of the president is quite full, and as we know that the ministers have only just been, confirmed by the Senate. So the ministers will take charge from where the permanent secretary have been doing so in the last couple of months, which is exactly 3 months now that the president is on his seat.
Well, listen, let's start ready. Okay, this one you can be in our going on. We'll be telling you more about that in a moment. But moving on, well. Now somebody is saying that what the removal of the fuel subsidy has cost me. To now be rubbing. So the pushback pushing people into some adverse behavior. I said earlier on, desperate times call for desperate measures, and it seems that that's what is happening.
Well, there's more crime going on because of the economic situation, even though it is not something that we would love to see, but it seems that these Uber driver decided to take crime because of the subsidy. That's not an excuse, but as we do say, there's a lot of Nigerians that are now falling into the trap of such. I'm just trying to pick up the news back from where we got it earlier on this morning. Once again, it is still Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I actually watched him, speaking, and the reason behind his crime was because the subsidy removal actually led to such. That is not an excuse, and you'll have to face, the cost of the law, especially this happened in Lagos State.
It's not an excuse, but when our leaders are making decisions, that is where my worry comes, because the thing is, the decisions that they are making, some way, somehow, impact people, majority of the people. And we don't look at those things holistically. So we just think that, oh, yes, in our own circle because we made this and we are able to go about our businesses and we don't feel the impact as majority of people are feeling. Where in the country we see that majority of people, 150 million, are highly impoverished. Then we have a problem. So if this man, can you just imagine just going out in the morning, your children are at home, they are on holidays now, they are at home, and you are supposed to go out and pay for them. You are coming home and you have nothing. Nothing. That is desperate measure. That's what people to be crossing the Mediterranean, losing their lives and everything. But when our policymakers are making policies, they don't look at those things. And I ask myself the question, if should there be coup d'etats across the country and then reading everything, we'll be talking about, democracy, we should have allowed the rule of law to work. But the rule of law, I think that is working for some, that's a handful of people, but not the majority of the people. No.
Well, the rule of law, as you can be hearing, so many of the money stolen there and there are also meant to cushion the secession. But as we know that most of the governors are saying they are doing their best, to support citizens, from Lagos State to the northern part of the country. They are doing almost whatever they can, to support the federal government as well. And the reason for that is so that the federal government can also have what we call a support system to support many of its citizens, from most of the state. Most governors are putting out extra effort when it comes to the transportation, which is the real bulk of it as well. I mean, I was listening to someone yesterday telling us the amount of trekking many Nigerians are doing right now will fall back into the body because the more walking you're doing to save money to get to point A to point B will eventually come back on you. So, and that is why we're still waiting for what the federal government palliative would be like. But again, it seems that many Nigerians are asking the question, for 24 years, we've expected a bit of much more to what we are seeing right now. But in a country where we are not producing and production is not top mark, definitely we did not prepare, for the raining days.
Unfortunately, they are lost to go the penalty. So it's unfortunate. Hey, we are neither here or not there.
Well, I'm sure the team performed very well, even in the midst of the the NFF, the Nigerian Football Association, that refused to put in some of the measures in place. I mean, the whole system is corrupt. We know that, but we can only say congratulations to the Super Falcon for putting it out there, especially in the midst of the little. And eventually get into that round. But it seems that England have actually now come to the next stage, and Nigerians will now be making their way home, maybe in the next couple of days. Let's hope they have a flight to bring them back home.
Well, Demola Owodome says that, divide the country is the solution. He reckons that if we have divided the country and we have a Yoruba team going and we have Igbo team going, maybe the Northern team going, maybe we would have seen a different result there. Well, whatever it is, they've done well, and I believe that they've actually represented Africa as a whole very, very well. They put their best before. They played very, very well for the penalties. So let's see what happens from there on their arrival. Let's hear what the president said. Let's start with you, okay? Man up. Here, the South Sudan, we are bringing you updates from Nigeria. Now, I cannot see with the inception of the new, what do you call them, service chiefs. Now, we're going to be seeing maybe the falling of insecurity in the country, but it doesn't look like that. A breaking story that is coming through saying that a monarch's wife has been kidnapped. Tell me, in Nasarawa. Tell me more about that.
Well, mock kidnapping is still happening under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I can say literally we've had many Nigerians, asking the question, what is the role? I mean, yes, we know that the Nigerian army are also saying that they are performing the best. Let's first look at what happened over the weekend from the Nigerian army and what we know so far. We know that the Nigerian army were able to rescue, certain Nigerians that were, kidnapped. As more kidnaps continue in Nigeria in the last 3 months of the new government, the stage of, kidnapping is still one of the biggest problems. And as we say, gunmen have now kidnapped a monarch wife in Nasarawa. What do we know? Heavily armed men suspected to be kidnappers last night have adopted the king of Gukwa community in Karu local government area in Nasarawa state. His Royal Highness Jubril Mama Waziri, alongside his wife, Ajia Sadiatu Waziri, after their adoption in the palace, which is located around mountains in the area. The government took the first-class royal father and his wife to an unknown destination. But the resident who plead, this actually happened about 10 p.m. We know that it is not just the royal father that have been kidnapped. Many Nigerians have been also kidnapped in the last 3 months of the Bola Tinubu being in the government. You did talk about the service chiefs. Yes, the expectation of many Nigerians is that now that we have these new faces, I mean, these are all the faces of the service chief, from the Naval to the chief of defense to the IG to the custom. But it seems that kidnapping is still a big business when it comes to Nigeria. And the question is, how do we resolve these crises, especially as many Nigerians are the one facing the situation?
Well, business, interesting. Now, maybe they're going to be coming out with a white paper to tell us exactly what their plans are to take. Because we have the president last week, and I think a week before, we were talking about they bringing in measures to keep people, people on the farms and stuff like that, agriculture sector. But we have people in the north where we are predominantly farmers, and they cannot go to their farms because of insecurity. So are we putting the cart before the horse, or what are we actually doing? But I hope that they all come out with a white paper to tell us how we are going to address this issue of insecurity in the country. And it's already okay, 11:27 the time, the morning show, the program. Tinubu advised to pick the Niger Delta Affairs Minister from oil producing areas. How would that pan out? So, oil producing area. So let's say the Yoruba area, where if there are oil production there, do they pick somebody from there? And in Niger area, they pick somebody from there as well?
Well, the crude oil is one of the main reasons why there's a lot of uncertainty in Nigeria, especially, those communities that have been badly affected. And the image coming up right now tells you exactly what it looks like. It's even much better like this, but by the time you get to this community, they've been actually destroyed. The reason why Ken Saro-Wiwa was killed by the late Sani Abacha, because he was complaining as part of the Ogoni on the environmental damages in that area. Niger Delta is now one of the most important part as well in Nigeria, because Nigerian production continue not to hit the target because of the illegal vessel coming into the country. One was actually stopped again last week, I believe over the weekend. But Tinubu is now advised to go into the Niger Delta and pick someone from that area as a minister from the oil producing area. The Ministry of the Niger Delta affair is more about political and requires someone from an oil producing area. Does that mean the person, even if they are not well up to the top notch, but it seems that the region is saying this is exactly what they think. Stakeholders from the Niger Delta region have now appealed to the President Bola Tinubu to appoint an indigene of the area as his Minister of Niger Delta Affairs.
Now, interestingly, that is quite a big one to ask the president to do so. Now, are we trying to say that it is an indigene who will see to that things are done properly? And all in the past years, who have been the minister there? The part of the country are those there have represented that particular office.
Well, according to the Movement for Protection of Oil Producing Community in Niger Delta, made this appeal in Yenoga in Sunday last night. Frank and Godwin Edikan, the chair and the secretary of the movement, in a joint statement, the stakeholders say the individual from the oil producing areas understand the plight of the people and will be in the best position to advise the president. And you might want to say is a fair deal, because since this region provide part of the bigger chunk of revenue for Nigeria, and bringing in somebody from a different region that doesn't live there, doesn't understand the plight of the people, might not literally be in the government interest. According to the stakeholders with the Nigerian constitution, every state is entitled to produce a minister, and the president must fulfill that requirement. But again, they argue that expert and a minister in a relevant field will man each ministry. According to the Minister of Justice, will always be manned by a lawyer. The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs is more about the political and not of that expertise. So the oil producing area within the Niger Delta region said, now it is all about the president, urging the president to put the square pegs in the square holes.
Now, so are they imagining or thinking that they're going to take somebody from the Ogoni area? Let's cite the case of Pensara Ruwa, who was killed. Who knows the devastation of what is happening in their environment? Are they prepared to pick somebody like that? The president prepared to pick somebody like that to say, represent your people there. Therefore, the president is going to see to it that such things are dealt with, or what are they looking for exactly?
Well, let's take you back to a bit of history. The Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs is one of the federal ministries of Nigeria. It focuses on the infrastructure, development, environmental protection, and most importantly, the empowerment of the youth in the oil-rich Niger Delta region. It was announced by the then Nigerian President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua on the 10th of September 2008. And the reason for that is because there's been tension in that region. Without development, there's been, pipeline destruction. There's been also illegal, oil bunkering across. But the new ministry would have a minister in charge of the development of the Niger Delta area and the minister of the state in charge of the youth empowerment. But what we have seen so far is being, not to the expectation. In June 2020, President Muhammadu Buhari approved the appointment of 12 new permanent secretaries, including Dr. Baba Ayo Adokuma as the permanent secretary, Minister of the Niger Delta Affairs. Let's take you back again. Peter Godwill Orubebe was appointed the Minister of the Niger Delta on the 6th of April 2010, when the acting president then, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, announced his new cabinet. As at March 2012, a report in the Vanguard indicated relatively little had been accomplished in the first 4 years. Projects to improve roads, building skills, to waterfront development, including the dredging and the port development, but nothing tangible had been done. There was also a large gap between the federal promises and amounts to the release. The spokesman for the ministry said priority will be on completing it. So it seems that people were using that particular region as a cash out.
So I'll go back to you. The rest of the story that's over to you.
Well, let's go back again. The deadline, has now come to an end as Bola Tinubu and ECOWAS, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, given that 7 days ultimatum. That ultimatum have now come into, expiration, but yet there hasn't been anything so far. We know that over last week, the Senate, has not yet approved the president, going to war, on behalf of ECOWAS, to Niger Republic. But it seems that, some of the governors that are sharing border with Niger are already concerned as we speak right now. There's been a lot of concern. I've been listening to some of them, and the pictures you're looking behind me are all governors representing the northern part. The governors in attendance were Ahmed Aliyu from Sokoto State, Umar Namadi from Jigawa State, Mayor Malami Buni from Yobe State, Idris Nassar from Kebbi, and Dr. Diko, rather from Castina State. The northern elite have literally kicked against the plan on slaughter against the military junta in Niger while citing the likely consequence of such action on Nigeria. And such action will literally mean that since we have, land border close to Niger, there's going to be a lot of tension there, and that is the reason why they paid a visit to the president yesterday. The president had written to the leadership of the National Assembly to approve the deployment of the military personnel to the troubled Niger, but that hasn't come back. The Senate, however, have turned down the request while it asked Tinubu and other leaders of the region to tread with caution. Let's see what was said by northern leaders as well yesterday. Professor, he actually spoke yesterday. That's Professor Usman, and this is how he responded to journalists over his article as well.
Responsibility of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is to Nigeria and not to ECOWAS. He answers to us. He's not even addressed Nigerians and justify what he's going to do. He's gone to the Senate to ask for approval. Has no way to declare war. It's not easy declaring war. You're sending your men and women into harm's way to go and get killed and killed. I've said it clearly from the outset of that piece I wrote. I am not into political correctness. We in the North, we are tired of wars. We've been at war for 13 years, for 14 years now with Boko Haram, since 2009, and 9 years with bandits and kidnappers. And you're bringing a fresh war to us, and we share with Niger Republic, long before the creation of these two entities, Niger and Nigeria. We have shared heritages in our culture, in our religion, in our languages. We share a border over 1,000 kilometers from the west, from the northwesterly end in Kebbi to the northeasterly end in Borno. We have several miles in Nigeria and Niger. We have Hausas. They are the predominant tribe in Niger, 53%. We have Fulanis. We have Kanuris. The whole of Difa region around the northeast of Nigeria, they are Kanuris. So we're going to war and killing them for what? Before any president goes to war, he comes and explains to his people, these are the reasons.
Well, you had it very well there. It seems, again, there's a lot of pressure, as we say, and I know you want me to come back into the studio. Maybe we should add to this, and this is actually also coming out this morning from the government in exile of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and then we can put that together.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, West Africa. This is the 7th day of August 2023, and I have come this morning on the request of the Biafra people. I want to start by encouraging the new Mali president, Colonel Assemini Goita. I want to also encourage the new Burkina Faso president, Ibrahim Traore. And finally, I want to encourage the new Niger Republic president, General Omar Chiani. I want them to understand that the wave of freedom that is now in Africa, especially in West Africa, must continue. We want to let them know this morning that Biafrans are standing very strong behind them. We are fighting the self-freedom, both economic freedom and the complete freedom of our people. And I want them to understand, should in case Nigeria lead a military invasion of Niger Republic, they should understand that they have brothers and sisters and alliance in Biafra land. I want them to understand that we are going to stand shoulder to shoulder to fight against Nigeria for our own freedom. So if they are worrying about Nigeria invading and attacking Niger Republic and how they are going to do it, engage them from the north, it is going to be more easier. While they engage in the north. We, the Biafra people, are going to engage Nigeria from the eastern region.
Well, you've had it there, and that also, coming out from the government in exile, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa this morning, it seems as the Northerners are complaining, the Southeast, under the leadership of the Biafra government in exile, is putting its support behind the Burkina Faso, the Mali, and the new government in Niger. And it seems already there's a lot of tension in the south, in the west part of Africa, as we can say this morning.
Interestingly, looking at it, look, the Northerners in Nigeria are related to, some of them are related to those in Niger. It is like this, Ukraine and Russia contact that is going on, because they are related.
Yeah.
So why don't they look at a peaceable diplomatic means to resolve whatever is going on, but rather giving them an ultimatum that you don't do this and you don't do that. And again, like someone else is saying, it's not everything that someone else saying that I agree with. But in this case, when people are looking at being marginalized, the accident is not being treated. But some people, or like I was saying earlier, just a handful of people, I mean, using that same law to siphon everything from the country, and then if things like that happen, why do you want to blame them? So I agree with someone on that front there. And I think that's standing, if they should attack, but is Nigerian or are Nigerians eager that ECOWAS, led by Nigeria, will invade Niger?
The good thing was that last night we had a caller from Niger, a Nigerian that has been living there for a very long time. And they are already waiting for any sort of an attack, because they will be also protecting Niger, fighting against Nigeria. And that is the question, because, I did put to the individual caller, whether, what is the views of Nigerians that are living in Niger. And they are quite seem to be excited and happy, because he said during the coup, he spent up to 1 o'clock in the morning before returning back home, because they were so excited. Whether they're excited, and the French government are not excited because, a democratic elected government have been uprooted, is a question where the West argument lies, and we know that, the West is saying that there is a democratic government in place, and according to the minister of the foreign minister of the French yesterday said, during the, journalist question that, the ECOWAS must do everything to uproot that power in place by the junta. Many Nigerians are concerned as well. We had a caller from Lagos as well that say, I live with the Niger and the Hausas and Fulanis, and I'm already scared that should anything happen, will I be the first attack in my residence in Lagos State? And that is being questioned, raised by many Nigerians. Even there was a young man I believe in America on a TikTok that says he needed the number of the president's son, Sheikh Tinubu, that maybe there's a blockage on the heirs of his father, President Bola Tinubu, that needs to be removed, because this is not INEC stealing, ballot box in Oshodi. We are now talking about a serious situation that could lead to why the northern governors are now concerned that they might be facing a battle between those borders between Niger.
Now, listen to me. I want you to come to me. Let us know what you think about this, because it looks like when there was a coup in Burkina Faso, and there was a coup in Mali, we didn't see. I'm saying that, look, ECOWAS is going to troop in, and then we didn't see the West saying they're going to do things, that we're going to do that, we are giving ultimatum. Is it because Niger has thought that they are scared that Russia, who are now having their mercenaries there, might have their hands on those uranium, and then that will enrich Russia the more, so that they cannot? Is that why they are now scared? And that means that anytime any African country is in trouble, they wouldn't mind them unless that trouble will lead to their demise or work against them before they will act. You know me?
Well, that has been the reaction of many, not just Nigerians, many Africans that believe that it seems that the West is making the push because of the natural resources under the ground of Niger. And again, I was shocked to hear from the caller again that during the COVID, every woman was, not the men, they were given equivalent of 50,000 naira in money, and up to today they are still getting 17,000 naira. I mean, we saw what happened, during the COVID in Nigeria. Rather, people were keeping the palliative until citizens met it and then started taking it out. Uh, so it's a question in the heart of many Nigerians that is this really our concern, especially a country that is going through a rough time, economic wise, security wise, welfare, standard of living. I mean, we're talking about a Nigerian that has 2-1 and is a driver, and the man was able to give us that his salary is not up to $40, about 39.40 cents when it comes to the equivalent of what is earning. Many Nigerians are saying the government has a lot already to deal with. The last thing is, who is going to pay for the cost of the war is the question in hand.
War is very expensive. War is very, very, very expensive. And we have Boko Haram who've not dealt with it. We have what do you call them?
ISIS.
ISIS, and we've not dealt with it. Everything, and now we have to extend. I mean, spread our military thing to go and do that. Let us think again. Well, let's start with the UK. Let's go back to your video. I interrupted him. So let's continue with the rest of the story. Go back to you, sir.
Well, we're just going to bounce straight into the social media as we continue to monitor the reactions. Like I said earlier, troops of Operation Nigeria-Niger rescue 5 kidnapped victims and also neutralize scores of the armed bandit. The troops of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Nigeria-Niger have continued to record more success as they rescue 5 kidnapped victims, neutralized scores of the armed bandit, and recovered arms and ammunition. These all took place in Zamfara State, and this is coming from the Nigerian military, this morning as we continue to monitor that as well. Also, let's go back now to, what Nigerians are saying. Naaman seems to be trending 21,000 this morning. ECOWAS is trending. Gandude is trending. Fashola is trending. And we know the reason why ECOWAS is trending, because many Nigerians are now asking what is going to be the next move since the deadline have come to pass in the last couple of days. Just yesterday rather. Again, many Nigerians are also asking questions surrounding Gandude being the chairman of the APC, even though there's still a lot of allegation on him as we speak right now. So that is about it. Let's now look at what others are saying. Aisha Yusuf is a back supporter of Peter Obi. We don't know what is going to be the outcome yet from the election tribunal. We are all waiting. But she says you would tell a child stealing is bad, and they'll be looking at Gandude and think you are mad. Dele Farotimi, hashtag Nikure. At some point, every Nigerian is still capable of truthful introspection and objectivity will come to agree that APC is exactly what it says. It is a conglomeration of criminals who views governance as a means to enslave others and Nigerians. And the video of Gandude, putting in the dollar in his Babariga is something to look into. Fisayo Shoyombo, another investigative journalist in Nigeria, from being filmed actually stashing $230 under his Babariga in 2018, Abdullahi Gandude has now emerged as the national chairman of the Nigerian ruling party. Elsewhere, he will be rotting in jail today, but Nigeria being Nigeria, the reward for corruption is just the public office. So what actually are Nigerians saying? Again, when it comes to ECOWAS, there's a lot of mixed reaction. Again, Nigerians are reacting to the attack on the Super Falcon, even though they've lost out by Lauren James, sending off. It would have been a best one if they have won the game, but I'm sure some are saying, well, we were never won, so that means that there's no way we can get to the final of the game. Over the weekend, there was the launch of the Yoruba Nation Radio that has now gone live as we speak. The transmission is now on the shortwave every Saturday. It's going to be coming live between Saturday, 8 p.m. local time Nigeria, 8 p.m. local time Yoruba, 9 p.m. 1 hour Saturday and Sunday. That could be listened to on the shortwave across the continent on the 17735, where you can listen to that. Also, the online version is already on, and that is 7 days a week. Also, as we continue to monitor the situation on the ECOWAS, I believe if there's any news, actually we give it to you as he's going to be picking it up. But for now, I'm going to return back again to the studio while we'll be in the back end of the studio monitoring the situation in Niger, as many Nigerians are now thinking maybe it's going to be a late night invasion, or maybe there'll be negotiation. We know that the Niger have now closed again their airspace, and that means anything flying up there, we don't know what might be the end of it.
Yeah, can be shut down. And if those are airspace, if you invade their airspace, then you have to bring it down. But the question that is bothering me is that should ECOWAS decide, Tinubu, who is the chair of ECOWAS, decide that no, I'm not going to do anything because of what my country then has said, would that not empower other countries to say that, yeah, we cannot want to just conduct coup d'etats, and after all...
Well, some are still questioning even his own office. Some are still questioning his own office, that he's still an illegitimate president because there's still, the ongoing election tribunal. And what some also are saying that it seems that he's trying to play the smart game, because when you go to war, you cannot remove the president.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We'll keep fingers and everything crossed, and we'll see what is going to happen. But a quick one. A friend of mine was asking me over the weekend, to Sunday, the funeral. Has there been any update to it?
Not at the moment. Everything is still on hold. They've done the 8 days, but they are, she hasn't been buried yet. But there's still a lot of discussion underneath that is not for public consumption yet.
Let me say thank you very, very much. And to every one of you on all the other platforms, those of you on the Facebook, those of you on Twitter, and all the Star Radio platforms and other platforms that we are broadcasting on. Let me say thank you very, very much. Tell me for you guys.
Well, I'll be back again same time tomorrow at 11 o'clock on the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. My name is Koikimedia, and I'm going to leave you with you now in the good hands of Ashley. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Star Radio UK.
All right, then. Catch up later. Listen at Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
And that is how far we can go this morning. Oh. Nigeria. Same country. Yorubani, good morning, Jare, my brother. Okay, and Temilori platform. We are out again this morning. I need to go and make a tea. Nigeria. You can never finish talking about it. Same country. I just pity a lot of you that are still hoping that Nigeria is going to war. I pity you. I mean, I don't pity others. I just pity those that still say, Nigeria might my work. Qualitech, my brother, about Nishala Fialoa. Moki our flow yetunde ekaroma. It's unfortunate situation that Nigeria is what it is, but many Nigerians are even saying we should shut up anyway. Again, that camera pada wa soju screen awatawa níbí bá mo nbọ̀. Ebule ń bú mi lójoojúmọ́. Àwa tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ń bú wa lójoojúmọ́ ni. Tá bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ kékeré bá ebú ni. Ẹ máa bú wa bí wà tẹ́ pé ṣé àwa la dá Nàìjíríà rú. Ṣé nígbà tí wọ́n ń ṣètò Nàìjíríà. Ẹ káàárọ̀ Pastor Mo. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ ṣe tea jàre. I go make tea. I just my playing up on the background. At the start of Facebook, where God said, I was busy this morning, àwọn èèyàn kan jí àkáàkiri Ọlọ́run. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn káàkiri. Wàá ṣeré jàre Qualitech. Technology wà ńbẹ̀, ó jẹ́ ká rí lò. Gbogbo nǹkan wà ńbẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká rí lò. You just make everybody they suffer. Báwo la ṣe máa jẹ́ the most populous black nation and we are suffering? It makes sense now. Yes, I mean, even in Tabate, if you nita, awatawa nita, option ye maje Ọlọ́run. Come on, pity àwọn Thomas sọ pé my work. I don't know, Bí a torí pé ṣe ń rí nǹkan kékèké, ẹ jẹ́ máa tọ́jú £1 yìí síra. Àlè máa fi ṣe experiment. Ṣé rí owó £1 yìí? Nigeria nìkan ni coins òwúlò mọ́. Number. Then coins wá kẹrin. ìlú yìí ni mo mọ̀ pé mo lọ rajà láàárọ̀ yìí nígbà tí mo wá fi káàdì mi sanwó gbogbo ọjà tí mo rà is £4.99 ọmọ ẹ̀ wá ní uncle since you want to use your card it's £5 minimum I'm going to make it up as £5 maybe 1p differently. That is how important this money is. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà mọ́mì mi ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró ti gbogbo wa. What God cannot do does not exist. Ká fọkàn balẹ̀, bó pẹ́ bóyá, we can't blame our people too much on the other side. They are also under pressure. Bí àṣàrà skimono. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa káàkiri, mo kí gbogbo wọn níbikíbi tí wọ́n ti ń wò wá tó ti ń gbọ́ wa. So mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ọlọ́run ọbẹ̀ Elédùmarè wà pẹ̀lú wa. Níṣẹ́ lásán, ó ń ṣọmọ lókù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. We want Tinubu to perform well, but the chances are just very slim. And I'm not joking, I will pray for downfall Tinubu. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pray for downfall ẹ̀, but it's up to him to decide his fate. Òun ló náà fi ṣe president. President ò ń ṣiṣẹ́ kékeré. President. Gbogbo wàhálà ayé ló máa wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀. But òun ló náà ó ní tó wù òun nìyẹn. Ó ní Koiki, ìwọ máa ṣe Yorùbá nation, lọ máa pariwo Yorùbá fáwọn èèyàn. But in tó ń wù èmi ni pé èmi fi di president, èmi àti ìyàwó mi. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ti di first lady nísìn tó ń fi Mercedes gbé káàkiri. Gbogbo táwọn máa ṣe nísìn wọn ní fọwọ́ kàn kankan. Now, bí owó ìṣe rí, mo ń bọ̀, mo fẹ́ start Facebook wa torí start Facebook nígbà tá à ń ṣe Star Radio. So ẹ jẹ́ kí n start ẹ̀ so that ká lè wà in sequence. At least, yeah. I can go about so that mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa, tí ẹ ti ń wò wá, ẹ má bínú. Everyday la máa ń change studio wa, so ẹ máa accept mi ẹ ṣe pélé ni a ti ń operate. So I move the studio around. Ìgbà mi mo lè wà nísàlẹ̀, ìgbà mi a máa wà lókè. And sometimes we have to also make sure. And when we have it open like this, because I've a carry background, if I want to close the background, nobody can see what is going on at the background. But because I'm a good guy, I won't think of parọ́ fún yín. Bó bá ṣe rí là ṣe ń sọ fún yín. Journalist tí ó fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ, gbogbo tó lọ ní background ní as a journalist, wọ́n fi wọ́n yàn Ọlọ́run. Ìjọ kan mo lọ sí Facebook Park, mo wá rí CNN Top Gun wọn wàláì lára àwọn CNN mo mọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yẹn. Ó dà pé gbà tó àtàkì ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo sáìdì bẹ́ẹ̀ náà àwọn ọmọ yẹn ọ̀bùrú gan níbẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn ará náà wí ká má dárúkọ wọn. So bí ṣe wá lọ síbẹ̀ nìyẹn, ní bá rí bọ̀bọ̀ CNN yẹn wàláì ló wọ suit yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé ní bá wo ní tó wọ̀ lórí gbogbo ṣòkòtò tó wọ̀ ó gbẹ̀rí pẹ́pẹ́lẹ́. Nígbà tó wá ṣe tán mo á súnmọ́, mo á ní nobody will see the bottom. Ó ní wọ́n ní láti rí bottom, ó ní òkè nìkan lọ ní láti rí. So what happens behind the studio, you don't see it. So tẹ́ ìbá rí báyìí is a privilege. It's because we just want you to understand that there's nothing hidden. Kò sí irọ́ kankan níbẹ̀. Màá fi Yorùbá nation kìíní wá sí nísìn, màá yọ eléyìí tí ó wà níbẹ̀ nísìn. So mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ nípa owó yìí. UK tó bá lọ rajà níbòmíì, mo kí ẹ backend team Koikimedia, tí ó bá kù 1p wàláì àfi tó bá yẹ pé àwọn bí African shop, àwọn bí Pakistani shop, àwọn tá máa ń pè ní Paki shop, gbogbo ẹlẹ́mọ̀ àwọn tá à ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀, tó bá pé with 1p yẹn wọ́n nígbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ò ní lè rajà yẹn. So it shows that àwọn ṣì ń tọ́jú copper yìí. This is a copper. 2p lélẹ̀, 1p lélẹ̀, 20p lélẹ̀, 10p lélẹ̀, then 50p lélẹ̀, then eléyìí là ń pè ní £1. And every of this money, Mokin Grandma Felicia Ekaboma, every of this money, then we has only great significance in the economy of this country. Mo kí àwọn family mi. Owó ìbò ṣe kéré only great significance tó ń ṣe kékeré bó ṣe rọra wà yìí bó ṣe rọra kéré bó ṣe kéré mọ bí atakóró yìí bó ṣe kéré 1p yìí tó bá lọ rajà ní big store kò sí bó ṣe tó bá kù 1p kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ mú ọjà yẹn kúrò nínú store tó bá kù 1p. That is why they want to keep their currency going. Okay, lọ́dọ̀ tí wà nísìn èmi ò bí ẹ ṣáà ṣe ń lo 5 kobo. Mo rántí pé gbà tí gbogbo protest tí kò sówó tèmi fèlè tọ́jú owó mo mọ̀ pé àwọn kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ gbé coins jáde nínú bank àwọn coins tá a rí for a very long time wọ́n lọ ń gbé jáde. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́wà lórí mixlr. Good morning, Mr. Daniel Nidi Roko. Allow Baba, good morning, and Comrade Plan B, Ekarosa. So now, Mr. Fab, Ben Ekaro, Nigerian currency is useless. Imagine send 10,000 naira to Ghana is 135 cedis. So, money láti lọ mú kíní wọn ní sàlẹ̀ so that kálí máa fi ṣe náírà. Now, £1 yìí nísìn, èlò ló láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn ẹjẹ́ ń lọ́wọ́ bí a sister wa yẹn ti send the, because I receive these every morning from, to my ṣe owó. Ó mà ti di 1,150 naira to a pound. Láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. This was sent to me at 10:38. So rate láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn, £1 yìí, ó máa fẹ́ mi ní 1,150 naira. So the question is, what is Bola Tinubu going to do differently? Kí ló máa ṣe tó máa yàtọ̀ láti make sure pé owó yìí owó tá à ń wò yìí tó wà níwájú mi owó yìí kí ló máa ṣe tó máa yàtọ̀? Kí ló lè ṣe tó máa yàtọ̀? What is he going to do differently to make changes? Because we want Nigeria to grow. We want Nigeria to be okay, fine. Fine, believe in one Nigeria. Nobody argues with you. He's an idiot that wants to argue with you anyway. So the question is, what are you going to do differently to make our currency? Kódà Turkey gan tó jẹ́ pé ìlú tó ṣì strong díẹ̀ tó bá lọ lérà àwọn láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ó ń fọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lójoojúmọ́. And that is why àwọn èèyàn bá lọ sí Turkey nísìn tó bá mú pounds yìí lọ sí Turkey nísìn. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní kí ni exchange rate láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. £1 to Turkish lira. So £1 yìí nísìn ó máa fún mi ní 34.37 Turkish lira. And that is a country that has a lot already. Because mo kí mọ́mí wa Wúrà _ Beauty ẹ káàbọ̀ mà. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo rò pé nǹkan tí mo ń sọ ṣó make sense. Turkish lira sí £1 láàárọ̀ is 34.37. But £1 sí náírà is 1,150. Àwọn ọmọ Turkey, àwọn ọmọ ìlú Turkey, àwọn Turkey, wọ́n sì lè jẹ bread. Mo ra bread wọlé láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Mo fi polongo ẹni tí ó ń ta bread yẹn torí wọ́n sanwó advert. Bread yẹn cost mi ní £1.99, £2. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta tí mo rà £1.50. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ ní o, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò. Tó bá yẹ pé Nàìjíríà gbọ́n láti over 60 years. Tó bá yẹ pé a keep agriculture industry revolution yẹn, ó yẹ kí a máa import ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọlé so that a lè reduce the price tèmi fẹ́ fi rà ní pounds ní bíbáyìí. Now, the more ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tá a máa ń kó wọlé sí UK, the more ló máa help economy Nigeria. Imagine tó bá yẹ pé à ń lòdì ìtọ́ fi ń gbé epo lọ síta. Imagine tó bá yẹ pé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ ni vessel yẹn ń gbé jáde. Àwọn vessel kan wà tó lè ṣe because wọ́n wà refrigerated so that a máa ṣe fresh kó tó dé bíbáyìí. mo dẹ̀ máa fún yín lẹ́bàá sọ ẹ̀mùkọ́ ìmọ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ kí n má mọ example jáde tí bá lọ́sàlẹ̀ nísìn màá mọ́ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wá kẹrin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò mẹ́ta £1.50 ni mo rà £1.50 ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò mẹ́ta ẹ̀yin náà wà Nàìjíríà ọ̀pẹ èlò lọ́ntọ̀ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò nísìn tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ rọ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò sáré kọ sínú comment section yẹn fún mi please ládùúgbò yín torí ẹ̀yin súnmọ́ bọ́dà yẹn èlò ni ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ rọ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò mo fẹ́ rí comment ẹ̀ nísìn bá ń fi síta mo fẹ́ rí torí ẹ̀yin súnmọ́ bọ́dà èlò mo kí n bàbá mi àsàmù so tẹ́mi bá ń ra ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò jíjẹ that means pé 50p ni mò ń ra ẹyọ kan equivalent tàbá dẹ̀ divide the 1,150 ẹ jẹ́ ká divide by 2 ká sọ pé 500 naira ṣé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò ti di 500 naira nílé fẹ́yọ kan ta ló wà nílé kò sẹ́ni tó wà nílé àbí ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ wà lábúrọ̀dì esco slogan every penny count bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wàláì ìbọn ní penny mi wà nísìn every penny count yẹn la ṣe máa ń dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀ lómi àfún wa ní owó yẹn kéré owó kan kéré o it goes a long way èèlò ni wọ́n ń ta ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò ṣé kò sí ọ̀kan Nàìjíríà láàárọ̀ yìí ni níbo ni gbogbo yín wà kẹ́ àríyàn kan tó wà Nàìjíríà tó wà lórí platform láàárọ̀ yìí ọ̀gá ọ̀ bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ bá máa tètè respond now òkè bàbá wa John Ogundele ti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò márùn-ún is 1,000 naira now ṣé mọ̀ pé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò márùn-ún yẹn tó bá dé London èmi máa wá ra mẹ́ta ní £1.50 that means pé economy Nàìjíríà máa dàgbà sí nítorí pé intanet fi rà ní márùn 1,000 according to ti dáàdi wa sọ ní bíbá ẹ ṣe gan ni mo tètè rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì àwọn sọ pé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò márùn fún 1,000 and owó Nàìjíríà sí UK nísìn £1 ó ti kọjá 1,000 so that means pé èmi tí mo wà ní UK ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà ó jẹ́ kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà kẹ́ máa di big farmer kẹ́ máa produce ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ fáwọn àtàwà níta torí pé UK ò ní láti fi gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ní ni wọ́n á máa gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ibi táwọn lọ́gọ́ngọ́ nìyẹn ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ó dà pé ẹ̀gbọ́n tí mo sọ United Kingdom tí mo wà yìí àwọn lọ́nà Nàìjíríà wọ́n ní Woolwich plantain is 3 for £2 ẹ mọ̀ pé yín pọ̀ ní area yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé dúdú pọ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn ládùúgbò yín ní Woolwich yẹn so àwọn ọdẹ kò síbi tí ọmọ inflate price ni so àwọn tún add 50p mọ́ so ní Woolwich wọ́n ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta Azeez kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ wọ́n ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ mẹ́ta ní Woolwich láwọn tó bá ti pé Woolwich yẹn mí pé àwọn tó ń gbé lọ́nà south east ó dà pé where is my phone oh okay all right because no position because orí ẹ̀ ní TikTok mi wà ní you are not letting me go on TikTok this morning ẹ bá mi plug mi kì í ṣe tí ó rà pé ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ṣe rí ó yẹ ká máa import ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn wá sí UK nítorí pé UK ò ní ilẹ̀ UK aṣálẹ̀ ni ẹ fọ́lọ́ mi láàárọ̀ ilẹ̀ UK ilẹ̀ wọn aṣálẹ̀ ni wàláì ok ìbọn ló fẹ́ gbé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ sí nínú òtútù nínú yìnrín níbo ló máa gbin ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wá sọ fún mi níbo ló fẹ́ gbìn sí ọ̀nà wo ló fẹ́ gbà gbìn níbo ló fẹ́ gbìn sí ṣé ní Birmingham ló máa gbìn sí ni àbí ní Woolwich lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní triple DRS tí kò ní bàjẹ́ fún wọn láíláí àwa wá ní ilẹ̀ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ wá níbi ń pa yín madness ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn there is a big atiwa in danger ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ yẹn lásán we are in a big danger so because tí bá play láti bíbá gbogbo yóò ní gbọ́ so ẹ jẹ́ ká play nǹkankan láti bíbá but every day we are here talking inflation náà ti wà ní UK inflation sí ní UK lèmi ra láàárọ̀ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ ní mẹ́ta £2 sórí pépà tààrọ̀ yìí sórí wọ́n pọ́nra wọn lé wọ́n ti ná Nàìjíríà báyìí nísìn ọ̀la báyìí pépà ọ̀la báyìí hey ya England win Nigeria ìyẹn wọn ní jẹ́ agbádùn báyìí nísìn sórí ibi tó máa kọ́ immigrants sí tẹ́ bá ti dé ibi tó náà máa kọ́ yín sí ní inú badge wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ wà ní títì mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí ká tún lọ gbọ́n tí bàbá kí tó yẹ sọ fún 5 minutes trying to fix Nigeria is a waste of time innovative mo kẹ́ grammar Yamida da comfort ologun Johnny Koiki. 1 Anna CD is £1 to 14.13 CD. One not get the jíjẹ kan ní Nigeria is 500 naira per one. That means maybe àwọn bàbá mi tán ra ní 1,000 márùn yẹn bí kékèké lẹ́ ń rà. Ẹja gbọ́ bàbá kí tó yẹ níbí báyìí. So that kí n fi sọ̀kalẹ̀ wọ́n padà bọ̀. Ẹja close ilé. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Àwọn ní yé máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ní Nigeria máa work but ẹ̀ tí fún wa ní. No. Kàn ṣeré la fẹ́ play. Ibi tí bàbá ti sọ pé Nigeria cannot work. People that wants to fix Nigeria, ẹ má waste energy, ẹ má waste time.
Our dictum was free education is education is the legitimate legacy of every Nigerian child. Our legislators, senators, between the Latin North, Professor, I'm a Baba Awolowo. Only strong desire láti shake a country down, could the logo, could the prosperous country, powerful country in the world. Only strong, honest desire, sincere desire láti shake. I'm a only ability láti shake. Àdèmọ̀ pé ó wá ní àwọn ọmọ kan school soldier àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tí gbogbo wọn worship ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó bá ní ká ṣe fún Nàìjíríà wọ́n á ṣe ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń ṣe àmọ̀yé àmọ̀ wọ́n Professor Akintoye tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ya mọ̀ ẹ́. So a mọ̀ pé bàbá yín lè ṣe ó lè build Nigeria into a powerful rich country in the world but we don't want it. In February 1982, mo wá lọ bá bàbá, mo kúrò ní Senate láàárọ̀, mo lọ bá bàbá. Mo ní bàbá wa o. Ṣé ẹ ṣúọ̀ bí mo ṣe ń wọlé ní bàbá lójú mi pé ojú mi ò dán bá jí you're not looking good, mo ní I don't feel good, sir. Bàbá wa, ṣé ẹ ṣúọ̀ pé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe wọ̀nyí mọ́gbọ́n wà? We are fighting to build a country. A major part of the country said, we don't want the country to be built. We don't want it. We will not let you. And we will never give your father a chance to do it. Baba wa ní Banji wá jókòó sórí sẹ́tù wá jókòó sọ́dọ̀ mi mo fẹ́ bá a sọ̀rọ̀ kan wọ́n á ní gbọ́ Banji ọmọdé ni ẹ̀ ọmọdé ò ní ṣàìṣe ọmọdé òótọ́ you are a brilliant intellectual professor and so on but you are a child. There is something that you are omitting and that's because you are a child. What you are omitting is that every human being loves good things and wants good things for themselves. If they don't want it today, they might want it tomorrow. Therefore, we must keep making those good things available to everybody. Okay, Baba. Okay, Baba. That's our father. But by 2006, to come to the conclusion, no, they built in Nigeria. In 2000, I'm only 2000. In 1987, Baba Awolowo, Oku, Ikalara, one leaders in the full was sending condolence messages. You are low condole, I want Yoruba, or one lose Baba, one lose leader, one. But Awolowo loved these people very much, and he did a great deal of things for them. He gave them free education, and therefore raised them above all the other peoples of Nigeria. Then here, if we had allowed him to be elected president of Nigeria, he would have done the same thing for all Nigeria. But we don't want it. If we had allowed him to be elected president of Nigeria, he would have done the same things for all of Nigeria. But we don't want those things. The children want them today. And so the answer is that we must get out.
Must get out.
I took my decision that Nigeria, that Yoruba nation does no longer belong to Nigeria in 2014. A large number of us gathered in a very powerful intellectual meeting. So,
and which time around Mumbo. Not play anything more for now. Now, I saw the program. Answer on Nipa Ogede Dudu Lenkon. This is the standard of that Ogede Dudu. Nigeria Kolotiko wow. So we are actually losing out in a country that have the land. Le importi Ogede. Awa going to tell you, Jenny David Pafe send a sitter. Mr. Peter, our stupidity and lack of unity would cause the tribes of Nigeria their land. If we refuse to wake up fast, our land will be gone forever and we can't get it back because we cannot unite outside our land. Once again, a very good morning. Yoruba nation is a solution to the problems. Let the Arewa stay together. Let the Biafra stay on their own. Let everyone stay on their own and go and develop. Why must that be a problem? Why must that be a conflict? Because we are not one. We can never be one. It does not matter how much we want to stay together. We are not going to be one. So I am buying 3 of these this morning. Triple DRS. One in Mr. Olarinwaju. This one you are holding is 5 for 800 naira, and the moderate ones are 5 for 500 naira. Okay, so 5 for 800 naira, and it's costing me 50p for your Konibi buy. And 50p in Nigeria, give and take, is always 1,000 naira. Always 1,000 naira. So, in London, even the owó yẹn ti di equivalent of láàárọ̀ ó ti di 1,150, but ká ṣáà fi sí wọn ká pẹ̀ sí wọn. So èmi ń ra ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ ní London for 500 naira fẹ́yọ kan. So tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó dalẹ̀ ní, ìlú tó dala ní, ká sọ pé ìlú tó da káwa náà fira wa síbẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ó yẹ kémi àti ìjọ máa ṣe good business, ní láti jalè, kí la fẹ́ máa jalè fún, kí la fẹ́ máa ṣe fraud fún, kí la fẹ́ ṣe scam fún, kí la fẹ́ máa scam àwọn èèyàn fún. Tó bá jẹ́ pé farmer níwọ, ìkan ló máa gbìn, ìkan máa jẹ́ off taker, ìkan máa jẹ́ logistics, olúkálùkù within that sector. I have sent the pictures and video to you on your WhatsApp. Okay, I'm reading later because mo ń lo okay, mo tẹ̀ lo phone yẹn náà, but ma check it later. Yeah, mo ń lo phone yẹn fi stream. Ó dà ń pẹ́ follow mi láàárọ̀ yìí. Ntí mò ń sọ, ó dà ń pẹ́ kò yé wa. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dòdò jíjẹ láàárọ̀ yìí, mo ṣe lọ ra ilé láàárọ̀ yìí ni. Ó dẹ̀ máa cost wa ní 500 naira. 500 naira ló cost me to be able to buy one of these láàárọ̀ yìí. But nílé tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó ní system of government, tí agriculture revolution wà, even if it's that alone, we should be able to bring in, not kò ní wá jẹ́ UK nìkan, ẹni tó wà ní Germany, ẹni tó wà ní Italy ó fẹ́ jẹ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, ẹni tó wà ní Turkey fẹ́ jẹ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, ẹni tó wà ní Cyprus fẹ́ jẹ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, ẹni tó wà ní àwa máa compete pẹ̀lú àwọn ìlú míì náà tó ń gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, torí kò ń ṣàwa nìkan là ń gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. But unfortunately, àìtí lè export ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. Ẹ wá ń sọ pé economy Nigeria máa dà. Let's leave ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ for now. Now, let's talk about the money. Again, this is 1,000 naira. The money has gone up to 1,150 as at today. Owó yẹn ti lọ sókè. So, ó ti lọ sókè by 150 naira. So, that means pé tí bá fúnyàn ní, tí bá fẹ́ send owó yẹn nísìn, màá kàn ní change 350 naira ní bíbá. 350 naira. Tinubu ò tí ì pé 1 year, owó ń lọ sókè. So, ọ̀nà wo ló máa gbà fẹ́yìn tí argument yín pé Koiki ṣe sùúrù, owó yẹn máa wálẹ̀, kí ni Tinubu máa ṣe differently tí owó yìí máa fi wá sílẹ̀? Torí pé the more tówó yìí bá ń lọ sókè, the more danger Nigeria is. Because nǹkan máa wọ́n. The more tí dọ́là ò bá wá sísàlẹ̀, kò dọ́là lẹ́yìn máa ń sábà lò nílé ẹ̀ ń sábà fi lo pounds, kò pounds yẹn máa ń dẹ́rù bà yín gan, agbára pounds yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n ṣe làwọn EU gan ṣe sí pé kí British could get out. So this is the dollar. Moki Prince Adebayo. So for every dollar is about èló ni dollar láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn, yeah, 850. Ó lè ti máa lọ close to 8 kò gbọ́dọ̀ tó 850. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the transmission. So, what is the way out? I'm talking to Nigerians. What is the way out? Emma Bino àti wà lórí TikTok. What is our way out? What is our exit plan if we want to remain in Nigeria so that we can have a better life? Should we give it a forecast? Nigeria will be great in another 30 years. Nigeria will be great in another 40 years. What is the strategy? What is the way out? How long do we need to wait more so that we can be able to rectify the problem in Nigeria? Abdullah is like gbasgbos is the only way out. Àwọn èèyàn like gbasgbos. Wọ́n ní ká sọ nǹkan míì, wọ́n ní ká mú diplomacy wá. Wọ́n ní ká yé máa sọ̀rọ̀ gbasgbos. But what is the way out? I'm asking. Muki Yawa Janet Oladele. Muki Jaya Jaya. Because many of you should be working every day. Many of us should also be doing businesses every day. Ọ̀tọ̀lẹ́ni tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní different sectors. Àwọn kan máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní media. Nínú media náà, àwọn kan máa ṣe sport journalist. Àwọn kan máa ṣe, okay, jẹ́ ká lọ wo economy láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ka newspaper láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ka paper UK láàárọ̀ yìí. Labour will use migrant badges too. Okay. Double boost for Lioness as Welsh fit for Nigeria showdown as World Cup holders. USA is now out. England not to qualify. So let's read the paper. Now, so ma pe wọ́n tó wà nílé, èmi á máa fi gbogbo tó wà ní paper yìí, màá máa fi ṣe example. Pilot ni woman yìí nísìn, flying for easy is child's play. Junior flyer Sebi Williams mo ka story kan lórí Twitter tí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó fi ọmọ ẹ̀ kó wá plane ẹ̀ díẹ̀, àwọn méjèèjì crash ni. $1.2 million ní plane yẹn. Ẹ mà àwọn plane kékèké ni o. Ó mọtí nínú plane yẹn, òun ni pilot. Ó wá gbé ọmọ ẹ̀. I don't know whether anybody saw that video. Ó wà lórí Twitter. Very, very sad. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ náà padà commit suicide ni. Bó ṣe sin ọkọ yẹn tán níjọ́ Tuesday. Wọ́n rí ibi tó crash sí. I think it's somewhere in Brazil or somewhere around there. Olówó náà ni wọ́n. Ó fowó ra kú náà la máa sọ àbí. Ọmọ 11 years old. Ó wá gbé síbi steering. So in order to ṣe video kan tó ti post out. So plane yẹn crash. Okay, today in history, 1840, Parliament passed an act prohibiting the employment of climbing boys as chimney sweeps. In 1858, Ottawa was chosen by Queen Victoria to be the capital of Canada in history today. In 1876, Mata Hari Magadrata Zeli, a dancer and a spy. A dancer and a spy. Too many spies wà ní Nigeria. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ ń sọ pé Tinubu gan pé spy ni kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú CIA. Àwọn kan ní Ọbásanjọ́ gan spy ni. You know, you don't even know what is going on. You know, too many spies in Nigeria. Spy ti pọ̀ jù. Too many spies. You know, hello, my princess. How are you?
Good.
You okay? Ẹ káàbọ̀. Wọ́n ní Ọbásanjọ́ gan pé spy ni. Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún CIA. I don't know how true that is. You know, I don't have anything to back that. But in tí mo gbọ́ nìyẹn. Wọ́n pé spy ni. Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún CIA. Mo kí Ọpẹ́yẹmí Òkìkí. Most of the youth are ready to do farm but no money. And you're right. I do agree. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká follow paper more. In 1925, British summertime became permanent with the passing of the Daylight Saving Act. In 1926, gbogbo 1926 yẹn àti amalgamate Nigeria in 1914. Ṣẹ́rí tèmi bá ń sọ àwọn déètì yìí, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wò pé so ní 1925 àwọn British ń pass kinní kan but wọ́n ti change identity tàwa. And today, àwọn kan ní náà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa worry nípa identity yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ fix Nigeria, ká ìyẹn kan sọ pé kò sówó, òun fẹ́ ṣe farming so that bí a tó bá ń gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. How long lọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ló máa ń take láti fi wù? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ nípa ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ gbígbìn, ó máa take how many months? Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Tá bá gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lénìí nísìn ní August, nígbà wo la máa ká èrè ẹ̀? Mo fẹ́ wo timeline ẹ̀. Ṣé ó máa ń tó 1 year? Because I don't know. How long ló take? Ṣáná àwọn tó ní expertise tó jẹ́ farmer bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wà ní you know, àwọn agriculturist tàbí nǹkankan. Tá bá gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ní August báyìí, nígbà wo la máa rí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn kó jáde nínú oko? After how many months? Màá ka comment yẹn tí bá ti rí. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí 1926. The first British Grand Prix was held at Brooksland Track over a distance of 110 lapses and 287 miles. Ìyẹn ní 1926. So tá bá yọ 1914 kúrò ní 1926, ṣe rí pé ó ti bá ayé wa jẹ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Àwọn ayé tí wọ́n ń dá, àwọn improve. Okay, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní ó máa take 3 to 5 years. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Wọ́n ní tí a bá gbìn ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ lénìí, á take ó ń pẹ́ tó yẹn. Wow. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ní 12-month banana growth. 3 to 5 years? Wow. Mo mọ̀ pé ó máa ń pẹ́ tó yẹn. Abáyọ̀ tó ṣe wọ́n. Abáyọ̀ tá a ṣe ń ra mẹ́ta ní £2 ní London. Ládùúgbò kan ní Woolwich, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple DRS, wọ́n ní mẹ́ta. Ní 1957, Oliver Andy, the comedian, sì tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú yẹn. Then in 2008, there was a war between Russia and Georgia over 2 regions break out. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo story yẹn. Ìyẹn ló kàn wá àbí break out. So ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sórí bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sórí Google. Ká lọ check it out. Ẹ jẹ́ ká close other things that is shit. If Nigeria is going to survive under Bola Tinubu, what is he going to do differently? Okay, Femi Brighton in 9 months. Kí ló dé tí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wá ní ó máa tó 3 to 5 years? Okay, Omobolaji ní between 1914 and 1926, that's 12 years. So 12 years ahead, àwọn British ti ẹmọ tán pè ní ẹṣà gbogbo ẹṣà mọ Lewis Hamilton, bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa wa mọ́tò yẹn. So that means pé àwọn tí ń prepare ayé wọn bọ̀ díẹ̀. While we are here, a ṣì ń sọ̀rọ̀ àríyá ìjíjẹun, ebi ń pa wá, ìyẹn làwa sì dúró lé lórí. Do you know that Formula One is one of the most, a máa sọ nípa Georgia, a dẹ̀ fi sọ nípa Formula One, those two things la fi ṣe Georgia ó ti gbé jáde. The population of Georgia, capital wọn ló ń pè ní Tbilisi. Population wọn, according to World Bank ní 2021, is 3.7 million. Ìyẹn Georgia tí wọ́n dárúkọ, èmi kọ́ mọ̀, inú bíbẹ̀ láti mú láàárọ̀, inú paper. Ní 2008, ní this time history 2008, there was a war between Russia and Georgia over the two regions breakout. Asonipe. Formula One. Ó wọ́n láti lọ Formula One. Kí ni GDP wọn? Báwo ṣe fẹ́ kọ Formula One value. Kí ni value ẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo value Formula One. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Chai! Ẹ guess. Ta ló lè guess èló ni Formula One? Formula One, ẹ ṣáà mọ̀. Georgia, Russia was there during the Chimist Olympic in 2008. Formula One ní last year. Farabalẹ̀ kò gbọ́n tí mo fi sọ yìí. Stop, let us waste our time, burn our energy. I pity a lot of you. Ẹ lọ follow Aisha Yusuf tó sọ pé Peter Obi. Àwọn ọmọ Aisha Yusuf wọ́n wà ní Scotland. Mo mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wà. Ẹ máa follow Rinu. Ẹ máa follow Mr. Macaroni. Ẹ máa follow gbogbo àwọn yẹn. Yes, nínú Nigeria ọ̀dà àwọn kan máa ní owó burúkú. Inú ẹ̀ ló máa ṣàánú ẹ̀yin tálákà. Iṣẹ́ government nìyẹn. Government ló yẹ kó máa fún yín ní ìbọn ní pounds mi wà. Ní ìlú yìí, every week ni mo sọ. Wele láti sọ rí. Every week lọ́sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀. Ní ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ every week. Ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan nílùú yìí ó ń gba equivalent of ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan nílùú yìí. Ọmọ tó bá ti bí sí ìlú yìí ní UK ó níwèé, ìyá ẹ̀ níwèé kò níwèé, ìyá ẹ̀ illegal immigrant ni. Tó bá ti lè bí ọmọ yẹn gbàrà ó ní access láti gba at least up to £15 every week. Then tó bá ti bí sí ìlú every week. So you don't need to go and now queue in front of the politician house so that you can eat. All you need to do is, if we have the benefit system in Nigeria. Last year, Formula One generated $2.6 billion in revenue. Do you hear what I said? Sherry, sitting down here and making all these analyses is because we want us to see and compare. Ṣé Nigeria ní owó láti fi fún àwọn èèyàn ní benefit? Yes, we have it. Ẹ wo news tí mo kà láàárọ̀ yìí. Nígbà tí èèyàn kan bá ń jí 40 àbí èlò lọ ní bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn jí. Nígbà tí èèyàn kan bá jí odindi 4 billion. 4 billion. Èèyàn kan jí 4 billion. And owó yìí is meant to go into agriculture system. Formula One, again, again, generated 2.6 billion in revenue. That which is up by 20%. It is expected to increase by 27% this year, according to the S&P Global Market Intelligence. Formula One current enterprise is value. Okay, more get it be 13 so 17 billion. Mo ṣe rí nísìnyí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple DRS. Ó tẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gan ṣe. What value Formula One at $18.6 billion? $18.6 billion. Pé ká wa mọ́tò sport lásán nìyẹn. Sport lásán ni mo ń sọ yẹn. So why don't you want us to go is what we don't know. Because some of you, your heart is there and here. We know that some of you cannot do anything. We're not asking you to go and do anything. But your heart must start taking your mind away from Nigeria now. Could it work? Forget about it working. Formula 1 Grand Prix or so. Benny, mommy wa allow those. Eka Roma, grandma. You're right, Benny. What value Formula 1 here at 18.6 billion, including the debt, 20% higher than combined value of 10 teams. The stock trades at 7.2 times in 2022 revenue. Mukiba Baba Murinu Oseni. But why is it that people think that Iguguta and soy could add up? Why should it exist? Why is it that our people think that all these statistics that we are putting together does not add up? And don't think that Nigeria does not have this kind of money. All right, let's look at what Abacha stole out. Atigbo, AAT, what generate the Formula 1. Remember, this is a sport. Let's find out. Eloni Owa Abacha ti wada para si Nigeria. I think I know how much it is. Abacha load, because she mentioned it from Star Radio last week. All right, so let's go with it. Video there one. So my play video a lot to be by so that key audio yele jade. This was in 2022. So mo fẹ́ play video yẹn náà, ma wá lọ gbé jáde lórí YouTube ní bí báyìí. Ní 2022. Let's skip this. All right. Ní 2022. Ṣé mọ̀ pé America dá owó kan padà fún Nigeria. So ẹ jẹ́ n wá sórí YouTube ní bí báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sí history. Library. Yeah, Abacha loot. Let's listen to this.
The United States of America has again agreed to return another fund looted by former head of state, late General Sani Abacha, and the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, is meeting the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Mrs. Mary Beth Leonard, for the execution of the agreement. This agreement is for the repatriation of over $23.4 million US, and according to Mr. Malami, it is a result of painstaking efforts, as he gives a breakdown of what the funds will be used for.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria and the USA have negotiated and finalized the terms of the asset return agreement, which we are here this afternoon to execute.
Ironian.
It is worthy of note that in line with the term of the agreement, Mr. President has already approved that the funds be utilized for the ongoing presidential development infrastructural funds projects.
Ironian.
Abuja Kano Road, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and the second Niger Bridge.
Okay, our great solution to
Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, NSI.
This is not the first recovery the Nigerian government will be making of the assets looted by the former military leader, late General Sani Abacha. According to Transparency Information Technology Initiative, the federal government of Nigeria has between 1998 and 2020 recovered a total of $3.6 billion.
Listen. Ta ló gbọ́ fígọ̀ yẹn? Mo fi mọ̀ bí àwọn èèyàn wà pẹ̀lú wa lórí program. Bẹ́ẹ̀ wà ní lecture room. Ta bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ní a máa respond comment. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ kúkú bẹ́tà kẹ́ máa wo program. Ta bá ti ń béèrè question, ẹ̀yin náà máa respond. Ta ló gbọ́ fígọ̀ yẹn? Àfihàn kankan jáde ni. Tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ ẹ sọ pé Koiki lecturer á gbọ́ professor ẹ bá wa rewind ẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ ẹ bá wa pín sínú comment section. Ta ló gbọ́ fígọ̀ tó sọ? Munduro. Tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ ẹ ní Koiki mo gbọ́. What happened? Ah, pẹ̀lẹ́. Yeah, take this cup downstairs. Clement, 300 million. Okay, you are not hearing it very well. Okay, Baba Wale Jibono ti help gbogbo yin out. Wọ́n ní 3.18, but it's actually 3.6 billion. Let's hold on to that. Let me show you. According to transparency, only. So let me bring it. This is it. I hope it's going to do because on show in reverse. So my friend will be on my show ni odoyin. Oh yes. Can everybody see it now? I want lecture room la wayi. Can everybody see it? Hello money Formula 1 make in last year 2.6 billion. And one person in a country your 3.6 billion. To ba clear dada, ẹ má worry. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fetí gbọ́ dada. Èmi rí lórí screen mi ní bíbá. So látọ̀dọ̀ yín ni. Bí a phone ten lo àbí laptop. In tó bá rí mi máa rí ní èmi rí lórí screen mi ní bíbá. Ó clear bàjẹ́. Nigeria recover 3.6 billion. So, but it doesn't matter. Let's just listen. Mo kàn fẹ́ ẹ ṣáà rojú Abacha kó kéré èyí tó kù nìyẹn. Abacha stole 3.6 billion from Nigeria, and the Formula 1 generate 2.6 billion. Ẹ mọ wàhálà tí Formula 1 máa ṣe. Ẹ mọ wàhálà tí Formula 1 máa ṣe kó tó generate owó yẹn, because it takes a lot of work to be put in place before Formula 1 generated that money. But Abacha took that money from our natural resources out of Nigeria. He took the money out of the resources that belongs to every Nigerian, and you are not bothered. Angry, upset. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ti sú yín ni. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ti sú wa? Àfẹ́ Yorùbá nation mọ́. This is the reason why we are saying that we need to get the hell out of that country as quickly as possible. Abacha took 3.6 billion of Nigeria money out of Nigeria where there was nothing to be used to develop the country. 3.6 billion of the money onto Nigeria was removed. And a sporting event generated last year 2.6 billion. That means pay 1 billion. See, sporting event here, if you make it 3.6 billion. You can see the comparison. In your comments, the money has been stolen out of Nigeria. You can see why the Biafra say, "Amaja the lemi." Our Yoruba ni anija ogbon la ma fi se emi na gba be. Ọlọ́run ni jaja. Ọlọ́run ni jaja, but ogbon la ma fi se. This is Abacha. This is his face. This man died, but 3.6 billion of Nigerian money was outside Nigeria in countries keeping it on our behalf. If me apply for loan nita, only for if I apply for visa, only for it. What? Okay. Yeah, go that way. I think some people don't understand why we want. Hey, you want Yoruba nation because of Fulani. You look at the Fulani. When I hear people, military junta Abacha, Grandma Ola Odus. When we talk about we want to go out of Nigeria, people always just push about Fulani attack. We're talking about the resources of Nigeria that should have been used. That should have been used to develop Nigeria to the standard where you can send me plantain and I can buy it here at a cheaper cost because Nigeria Lutimbo. But today, this plantain is literally. I'm using it for my presentation. Thank you. This plantain is costing me 500 naira to buy in UK. Ah, Yalalu Barika ti wọlé on a wicked Abacha. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣì wà láyé. Àwọn ọmọ Abacha wà láyé. Owó tó ń wà lọ́wọ́ wọn nísìn government ò lè gbà because wọ́n ti negotiate pẹ̀lú government. Abdullahi wà ní Dubai, wọ́n rí ní ìwé fún. Èmi wà ní UK 15 years. UK náà wọ́n fún wa ní ìwé for 15 years. Ṣé ó yẹ kí èmi wá jókòó sí UK? If truly taba nírú owó báyìí tó develop Nigeria, ṣé Olúwa wá jókòó sí UK? Do you know what $3.46 billion is? Do you literally know what $3.6 billion is in terms of development across Nigeria? Even the country Abacha loaded the money to, you cannot get their visa. Abdullah, law applies to Switzerland. They will not give you the visa. Law apply. Ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi láàárọ̀ yìí tó ń sọ pé Koiki ó fẹ́ Yorùbá nation, ó fẹ́ Biafra nation, ó fẹ́ Arewa nation. Law apply for Switzerland visa and see if you will get the visa. And see why some of us are saying, can't you see? Can't you understand it? What more do you want us to tell you? No. Maybe you don't know what Formula 1 is. Formula 1 sport lásán on generate 2 Formula 1. On lele, inti mo nka lórí Google lele. Work by $2.6 billion. Miss Good, Moriembe. Do you know that Singapore passport is his passport is one in the world right now, Singapore. No be juju be that. And we are here telling you, ìwọ́dẹ̀ jókòó sínú Nigeria. So lọ́kàn ara ẹni sìn, Jagaban, ó kàn máa transform economy Nigeria within 8 years. Oh, ó ti ní Koiki kò ń ṣe 8 years lá fún, 4 years péré la ṣe fún. Okay. So in your own eyes, in your own thinking, that Jagaban would transform Nigeria back within the next 4 years. Let's look at any video surrounding this. From any video option. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ fún ní images. Tó bá mọ̀ tán pè ní Formula 1. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ kọ́kọ́. Tẹ́ bá mọ̀, tẹ́ bá wà ní lecture room, tó bá béèrè. Ṣé rí pé grandma Olaodus, ìyá ẹ̀ dá mọ̀. Ìjọba àwọn ọmọ máa nílẹ̀ máa sọ pé mommy, grandma, Formula 1. Àwọn tó máa ń wa mọ́tò báyìí tó máa fi ń ṣe sport. Formula 1 Grand Prix is a car racing event. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀, tó bá ti mọ̀ ẹ béèrè. Ẹ má kò jókòó síbẹ̀. Sórí èmi wà níbí báyìí pé kẹ́ béèrè. Ìyẹn lèmi ṣe ń burn energy àti time mi. In tó bá yé yín ẹ béèrè. Ṣé wọn kí n bá lóyè ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni kò ní fún yín ní access irú nǹkan tèmi sọ yìí. It's called a sporting event. Sórí mọ́tò, àwọn mọ́tò kékèké. Inú ẹ̀ mechanic engineer wà ńbẹ̀. Nínú ẹ̀ scientist wà ńbẹ̀. Nínú ẹ̀ catering wà níbẹ̀. Nínú ẹ̀ àwọn tó máa gbọ́ helicopter nítorí pé gbọ́dọ̀ máa video wọn láti sàlẹ̀. Do you know how many people are working in this sector to generate that money? Abacha dẹ̀ fi owó resources tiwa ó dẹ̀ lọ tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ síta. 3.6 billion. Juliet Osimoke. Wọ́n ní kí n ṣí orí yín pẹ̀lú cutlass. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí èmi lè ṣe yẹn o. Tí èmi ò ń ṣe operation bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Operation tí mo lè ṣe náà ni pé we are burning our time to explain all these things. Look, if I was outside as a real lecturer, mo mọ ètò mama wọlé fún mi tí bá lọ ń ṣe àwọn presentation báyìí. But it's because we love what we are doing. And that is why this platform is different. Kò ṣe pé mo fi ń dẹnu journalist lèmi. Ẹni máa ṣe irú nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe yìí, ó máa ṣe wàhálà gan díẹ̀. Because I go in depth to explain things to you kó lè bá yé wa dáadáa ní a layman understanding. Okay, kò yẹ. Now imagine eye ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tó yẹ kó máa dín ní dòdò jíjẹ nínú Formula 1 tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó gbádùn ní Nàìjíríà. Ó yẹ ká market ẹ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa. mo ń bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ ká rewind fídíò yẹn ẹ máa kọ́ máa gbọ́ ní ẹ̀ ní rí tí mo ń ṣò lẹ́yìn.
The United States of America has again agreed to return another fund looted by former head of state, late General Sani Abacha, and the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, is meeting the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Mrs. Mary Beth Leonard, for the execution of the agreement. This agreement is for the repatriation of over $23.4 million US, and according to Mr. Malami, it is a result of painstaking efforts, as he gives a breakdown of what the funds will be used for.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria and the USA have negotiated and finalized the terms of the asset return agreement, which we are here this afternoon to execute. It is worthy of note that in line with the term of the agreement, Mr. President has already approved that the funds be utilized for the ongoing Presidential Development Infrastructural Funds projects, namely Abuja-Kano Road, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and the second Niger Bridge, under the supervision of Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, NSIA.
This is not the first recovery the Nigerian government will be making of the assets looted by the former military leader, late General Sani Abacha. According to Transparency Information Technology Initiative, the federal government of Nigeria has between 1998 and 2020 recovered a total of $3.6 billion looted by the former military leader. Between 1998 and 2007, over $2 billion was recovered from Switzerland and the United Kingdom, while between 2008 and 2015, over $1.5 billion was recovered from both Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Under the current administration, the sum of $322 million US.
Some of you understand the damage that Nigeria has done on every single Nigerians. You know, even if they grant us the visa, ticket is on the high price. Ticket is okay, gone. We're going to go for a minute, okay? Why are we looking past the mall? You don't long distribute away, it's all lies. Everybody knows that. What we should focus is when people are saying Yoruba nation it takes time for things to materialize, you know. It's okay, we understand that. I want to say, you know, because even when we say so, some of you did not accept it. So well, whatever it takes, but Sherry, for every single day. Okay, take this downstairs back. Thank you. For every single day that we remain as Nigerians until whatever is going to happen, it will affect us psychologically, mentally, welfare, spiritually, everything you can think of. Not that all these things is not affecting us outside the domain of Nigeria as well. But the problem is, you don't want to Nigeria, it will be much more. And I'm not joking. I don't know, you know. But it was on the news. The way let my video, but no. Tony Uber driver. But you know, there will be much crime. Sherry, in any society, see, deprivation of economic problem bá ti wà, olúkálùkù máa ronú oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà láti hijack anything from anybody. Brain àwọn èèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ more than it jẹ́ kó ṣe in a negative way, and that's a fact. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ní bíbá iná. Ìgbà yẹn la máa rí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá a rí rí. A máa gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Yeah, poverty equals criminality. Òyìnbó tí mo wá nìyẹn. Mo láwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n láàrin wa. So tí n bá ti ń struggle, àwọn sáré bá mi gbé jáde. Ọmọ àlè ní poverty. Poverty in tó ò fẹ́ ṣe àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé mo fẹ́ sọ pé tó bá lé ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run torí pé wàá fẹ́ gbàgbé ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run gan wàá gbàgbé ẹ̀. Wàá ti parí nǹkan tó ń ṣe ẹ̀ tán kó tó máa realize pé owó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni mo máa tọwọ́ bọ̀ yìí. Ìtàn pé poverty nìyẹn. Ọmọ àlè ní poverty. Okay, ti jáde láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Láàárọ̀ yìí nínú ilé mi èmi personally mo ti ná £5. Mo ra búrẹ́dì ká lè sọ pé àwọn mo fi dárúkọ orúkọ company yẹn because they are not paying me for advert. But ọ̀ṣà àwọn búgan yẹn it cost £2, £1.99. Mo rọ gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ mẹ́fà ní £3. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple DRS sọ pé Koiki àdúgbò ẹ̀ tún cheap nìyẹn. Ní Woolwich ládùúgbò wa mẹ́ta £2 ló ń ta. That means pé Julia to say the Koiki, only a bastard and a lack of self-reasoning people will always sound like that. Which time are we going to give Nigeria again? Our Konika funny time. And I'm not joking. Thomas on here. Mr. Bola Mokinsa. Moki Egbon heritage. Was the message you alone did but emoji. What about Yoki Sony? Egbon mi dada. Heritage. Moki Yawa Gbemileke. Heritage Osun. I go mẹ́fà lọ ti send message kan sí mi láàárọ̀ mi. Wọ́n ní ọ̀gá mi anything for your boy. Message tó send sí mi nìyẹn pẹ̀lú another leaflet kan flyer kan. Èmi náà ní my big brother I remain loyal sir. Tí wọ́n fi tọ́jú àwọn oníṣẹ́ kí n pè wọ́n báyìí. Heritage. So nínú ilé mi láàárọ̀ yìí, right? I have spent £5. So £5 equivalent in Nigeria, give and take. Kate mú sí pé 1,000 naira ká yọ fún 150. Èmi ló kàn Tinubu is a comparado just like Ọbásanjọ́. Nínú ilé mi láàárọ̀ yìí, mo ti ná 5,000 naira equivalent ní Nigeria. Kí ni mo ní mo fi ṣe? Ta ló lè follow nǹkan tí mo sọ nísìn? Nígbà tí mo ní mo ná £5, Mr. Sodiq Adekunle, wọ́n ní orí ń ta wá brother, orí ń ta wá. Kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí? Èmi náà níyàn lé. Mo ní mo ná £5 nínú ilé mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Kí ni mo sọ pé mo fi ṣe? Àti pé kí ló jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí mo lọ fi ṣe yẹn ṣé ó wà important? Ta ló ń follow mi? Mo ní mo ti ná £5 nínú ilé mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Àárọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gba £5 lọ́wọ́ mi. Okay, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Simon Adébísí wọ́n ní mo ra bread. Okay, àwọn ti mú kan náà ẹ̀. Kí ni mo tún ní mo ṣe? Mo fi mọ̀ bí àwọn èèyàn wà pẹ̀lú. Ṣé rí bí lecturer ṣe máa ń béèrè rọ̀? Gbogbo táwọn ṣe bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nínú lecture room náà nìyẹn. Interlon study ní university. Okay. Ìyá mi ní mo ra bread, mo ní mo ra plantain. Ǹjẹ́ ó possible pé wọ́n tó ń gbọ́ mi ní Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n náà mú 5,000 naira láàárọ̀ yìí kó lọ sọ́jà whatever tí wọ́n náà bá fẹ́ rà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Ǹjẹ́ ó possible ṣá? Èmi ò sọ pé àwọn tó ní owó, ẹ má rò pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà ló ṣe wàláhì, àwọn kan ní owó burúkú. Wọ́n ní owó bí ìṣẹ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀, kò dẹ̀ ń ṣòwò politician, kò ń ṣòwò jùjú, kò ń ṣòwò olè, but wọ́n ní owó. But we are talking about èmi layman ni mí ní UK. Ìyá mi wà ń bẹ̀, Olúṣọlá David. Ìyá wa bíbá, mo rí Facebook yín, lẹ́ ń jó rẹpẹtẹ bẹ́ẹ̀, Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú yín. Mo ṣe mọ̀ pé okay mo wá lọ rí Facebook àbẹ́yẹn kọ́ nínú rí Facebook yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ lo jàlá mi àtẹ́lẹ̀ owó ẹ̀ báyìí Ọlọ́run bá dúró tì láàrin lámìnà mo kí ẹ Adams Ọlámilékan ibo ni mo ti rá yín ó dà pé Ghana tó wà yẹn máa lé ẹ kúrò Ghana nísìn mo lé ẹ lọ sí Niger ló máa lọ nísìn ibo ni mo ti gbọ́ pé mo rẹ yín that means pé bí a network Ghana láàárọ̀ yóò ṣiṣẹ́ ibo ni mo sọ pé mo rẹ yín àbúrò mi dáadáa. A ní ara ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ mẹ́fà £3 plantain ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple DRS sọ pé àwọn ra ẹ̀yìn náà ni mo mọ̀ pé fine bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó ga Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú yín Ọlọ́run dúró tì yín á wà pẹ̀lú baálé yín náà. Ara ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ jíjẹ mẹ́ta mo ra búrẹ́dì £2 wọ́n 5 ti lọ. Èmi wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn náà tó wà nílé ǹjẹ́ ó possible possible pé kí wọn náà mú 5,000 naira láàárọ̀ yìí nínú wherever tó ti fẹ́ mú owó náà Ọlọ́run máa fún ẹ mú torí pé èmi náà ní owó yẹn nínú káàdì mi ni tí n bá ní owó yẹn kò likely pé èmi náà lè lọ ṣe kí ni Facebook wàhálà àwọn ti pọ̀ you are temporary block it seems you are kí là ń misuse nísìn àfọwọ́kàn kankan bomb bastard ní Facebook yìí. It's now a rubbish platform. Okay, we just have to be there, no? It's a rubbish platform. Ó yẹ kíyàn abandon Facebook yẹn. Abẹ́rẹ́ nǹkan tó ń show. Because mo fọwọ́ kankan only your temporary block. Mo ṣe wà live o. Kò jẹ́ kí n comment o. Kò jẹ́ kí n ṣe kankan. Ó tún ní you think this goes against our community. It has become a tag. Ṣẹ̀rẹ́ àwọn àtàn ṣe kúnní. We're target to the, gbogbo wa kò ń ṣe mí nìkan, gbogbo àwọn tó bá jẹ́ activists around the world. That's how they deal with them. Egg imported from Ghana. Okay, ṣé nǹkan tí Adam Olamile kan. So now, is it possible pé kẹ́yìn náà mú ìjáyà mo kí ẹ? Is it possible yá mi tèmi mo kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́? Àwọn kan ti wà ní lunch nísìn because 12 o'clock la máa ń gba lunch. Ǹjẹ́ ó possible pé kéèyàn mú 5,000 naira nínú owó tí owó ìyá ṣáà lè mú ṣe wá tọwọ́ ẹ̀ sórí upside down báyìí orí king la máa rí láìpẹ́ ǹjẹ́ ó possible pé kí wọn náà mú 5,000 naira nínú owó tó ní bóyá wo ló máa lọ rà ni o máa rán ìyàwó ẹ ni kí wọn náà wá lọ kó lọ ra whatever tó fẹ́ rà is it possible? If it's possible today can you do the same thing because bread yẹn nísìn bá fẹ́ bá kọ̀ depending on speed tá a bá fi jẹ́ nínú ilé kò dẹ́n ṣe bread yẹn nìkan ló wà nínú ilé and now other option náà but káyà sọ pé èní Monday àbí ìjọ mélòó rẹ̀ pàlè I mean a family ìjọ mélòó rẹ̀ pàlè fi jẹ bread yẹn tán ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ kéékèèké márùn-ún ní 1,000 naira okay ìyàwó Bùkọ́lá ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ kéékèèké but ìbéèrè tí mò ń béèrè láàárọ̀ ni pé ǹjẹ́ yàn náà lè mú 5,000 naira kó kàn mú 5,000 naira nínú owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó rọra ra mọ́wọ́ kó wá lọ sọ́jà whatever tó bá rà nínú ẹ̀. So this question of Nigeria máa da ìbéèrè tá à ń béèrè ni pé ní ọdún wo ló fẹ́ dà ní ìgbà wo ló fẹ́ dà and it seems it's a question that nobody can answer. Wọ́n ní láti lọ Canada ticket afẹ́ tó $2 million $2 million naira rather kábíyèsí Elédùmarè láti Nigeria lọ Canada $2 million that's about 2,000 pounds. Kò tó yẹn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ sí US. Koiki, is it possible to do away with the bloody useless Facebook? Àwọn èèyàn kan wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n náà wọ́n like YouTube pé torí data, so I come and manage any. I wish I can, but I really focus more lórí nísìn. For now, we just, do whatever we can do for it. But like I said, I shall make sure pé YouTube were at the backup YouTube. Most of you have not gone to follow the backup YouTube. Okay, come plan B, ó ní mo ra ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta, mo dẹ̀ ní mo ra búrẹ́dì. Àṣírí. Ẹ lọ follow backup YouTube yẹn. Tá ń pè ní WD76. At the moment, many of you are not following that page. I don't know why, but we want you to please. Ẹ yẹ ká tún fi link ẹ̀ síta, mo bẹ̀ yín ni, ẹ lọ follow ẹ̀. So that kó má dàbí wà pé Koiki àdèrè ẹlẹ́nijọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ follow ẹ̀. So n tí máa ṣe ni pé ó ní fídíò ẹ̀pà kan tí mo post síbẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ni máa share link ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ follow ẹ̀. Kẹ́ like ẹ̀. At the moment, we have just less than 500 people there. And lórí Koikimedia, we have 41,000. So why is it difficult to go and just follow that? And sometimes I go live from there as well. So I'm going to share a link here. And I post it on Facebook. So YouTube, they can post it on Facebook here. On play out loud. So this is going to be posted now for the benefit of those of you that are watching us. Mo rí Bishop Adesina. Until I say, àwọn kan ní business ní bàbá yẹn ṣe. No, ṣé àwọn tó ń ṣe owó dọ́là wọ́n ń ṣe business. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ní rúbà tó ń ṣe yẹn ó fi ń ṣe business ni. But tí wọ́n bá gbé dọ́là lọ lé nísìn, wàá lọ ṣe lọ́dọ̀ Haúsá. Ẹ wò live. O tẹ̀ ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ṣé Haúsá yẹn ṣé Nàìjíríà Haúsá ni àbí Nigeria Haúsá wàá kọ́ lọ nísìn gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá lọ lé ìbòlẹ̀ tí ń ṣẹ́wó. Ẹlòmíì wọ́n máa wá ṣe fún yín nínú ilé ni bọ̀ má lálẹ́ tó máa wá ṣe fún yín. Ẹ ní bèrè question. Ẹ ní bèrè even gan bóyá ó ní security clearance láti máa ṣe tó ń ṣe yẹn. but nítorí pé ó ti jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ rúbà rúbà yẹn Mr. Koiki ṣó wà legitimate ṣe kinní kan link yẹn ni mo post out yẹn ẹ bá gbọ́wọ́ lé gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀ ń wò wá ní gbogbo gbà ṣé a lè make 500 yẹn láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ we are already on that channel just under 500 a wà ní 353 ẹni tó bá ẹ̀ tí ì lọ follow page ẹ má pààrọ̀ ẹ lọ follow ẹ nísìn ẹ má pààrọ̀ Mr. Will wọ́n ní mo káàárọ̀ èmi náà kí n pé ọ̀sán láwàá wà èmi ọmọ olùtẹ́ tí ń gbọ́ mi o torí pé ìlú lóríṣiríṣi ló wà nígbà tẹ́ ní mo káàárọ̀ èmi náà yá ní ẹ̀ka àsán wọn náà Super Falcons ti lose out bá dúpẹ́ fọlọ́n pé wọ́n perform dáadáa. It shows that the indigenous people played very well because Igbo wà ń bẹ̀ Calabar wà ń bẹ̀ èmi ò ráwúsá kankan bẹ̀ bí àwọn Hausa lọ́tọ́jú owó sí lọ́wọ́. So what am I trying to come back is many of the people who say Nigeria Madara do not understand anything. They are just living. So link yẹn ni mo post yẹn màá máa monitor ẹ̀ a fẹ́ hit 500 láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ agbọ́dọ̀ tí máa fi kúrò ní bíbá orí ọ̀pọ̀ Facebook tó tún sọ pé block get out mo post nǹkan kan síbẹ̀ ó tún sọ pé block mo kàn fi ń ka comment in anyway. So I will come back again. I will say ìyàn kan ti subscribe so ó ti lọ sí 354. I want us to see if we can get the 500 today. So gbogbo ẹni tí tó bá mọ link yẹn ẹ bèrè àbí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ search fún WD76 Media. W as in whiskey doctor. Nígbà tí mò ń wo intro lánàá màá wò bí mo lè play video yẹn díẹ̀ fún wa èmi àtọmọ mi wọ́n wá ṣòwò máa kan ó gbé ajẹ́ ìwà láti Amẹ́ríkà ó cost $5,000 wọ́n wá níwọ̀n ní jẹ́ kájà yẹn tẹ̀lé lọ pé because ó sì ní ìdàwọn nǹkan kan so wọ́n máa quarantine ajá yẹn ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sunkún lọ́mọ mi bá ní dad why is she crying mo ní ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ nìyẹn ni mo ní these are children àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ nìyẹn gbogbo ẹni tó ti subscribe ẹ bá lọ subscribe sórí channel yẹn mo monitor ẹ màá refresh ẹ ó ti lọ sí 356 I fẹ́ make it 500 ká tó kúrò lórí program even if it's gonna be for me to stay here for 3 hours ìrọ̀mọ̀ pa but mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ ẹni tó bá need the link yẹn ẹ béèrè àbí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ search video tí mo post láàárọ̀ nísìn síbẹ̀ òun ni ti Simon Ekpa tó ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ tí wo video yẹn ẹ kọ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ follow ẹ kẹ́ dẹ̀ padà síta kẹ́ wá join wa níbí báyìí $5,000 nìyá yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ mú fídíò yẹn jáde a lè má lè play ẹ̀ púpọ̀ torí èmi kọ́ mo ní fídíò yẹn pé fídíò YouTube a máa wà very very especially because of my own platform I'm very very careful sometimes wọ́n máa ń send message mi lẹ́yìn pé ṣé káwọn mute ẹ̀ màá ní kọ́ mute ẹ̀ èmi kúkú kọ́ mo ní so màá lọ fi wọ̀nyí nísìn intro lánàá ọ̀nà kò ń ṣe ti Ṣeun Kuti. I don't know, mo bí tí Ṣeun Kuti fi sí, sometimes I saw African panist kìíní kan, gbogbo tó ń sọ yìí kọ́ la ní, and I support Yoruba nation, Africanist pens kìíní kan tó máa ń sọ yẹn. I watched him yesterday, but I didn't say anything. Each time he speaks, it's like, I don't know where his minds are. Orí ìtọ́ ọmọ mi ni mo ti fi wò ó. Okay, kí lorúkọ Heathrow, ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò bí a máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Heathrow busiest airport. Orí YouTube page ọmọ mi mo ti fi ẹ̀wò lélẹ̀. Ìyẹn ẹ̀wò òun lélẹ̀ ní sìntà fẹ́ mú jáde. Ẹ jẹ́ ká advert yẹn lọ. 2 months ago lọ́dẹ̀ ṣe fídíò yẹn. Arábìnrin yẹn wá ń gbájá bọ̀. Lórí èyí tí mo fẹ́ ká ẹ̀wà náà ní lélẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ ká yẹ wá dáa. Mo ṣe mute lélẹ̀ yìí sórí Heathrow airport. Kí àwa náà máa ṣiṣẹ́ kí gbogbo airport ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa ṣiṣẹ́. Maze Gold ní Kuti Ṣeun Kuti orí òpè rárá mo mọ bí tí wàláì mo mọ bí tó fèsì ó kàn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ as an African panist kìíní kan panist but ibi tó fèsì kò tẹ̀yẹ olúwẹ̀. Okay, wọ́n náà ti di 366 ẹ tètè bá a máa lọ tọwọ́ bọ̀. Irọ́ kò tí di 366 o 359 ṣì wà ìgbẹ́lẹ̀ 366 mà. Ẹ bá wa lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ bá wa ṣe kíni kẹ́ follow WD7 òun ni backup YouTube channel wa. Now ìwọ náà wo kìíní nísìnyí intro ìlú tèmi wà lélẹ̀ ló ń pè ní intro mo ti release audio ṣé mọ̀ pé nínú bẹ̀ ẹ má bínú wọ́n ní mo ń bọ̀ ẹ fẹ́ ká gbọ́ bíbà díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n release audio yẹn flight initial what he must now land one flight ìyẹn plane ṣé mo ní plane tí mo lè fi ṣe àpèjúwe fún yín ọmọ tèmi ò like plane kìíní náà ò like fire brigade so ní plane toy nínú ilé ìgbà fi gbogbo ṣàlẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń pè ní plane balloon ó gbọ́dọ̀ land one flight every 80 seconds ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa balẹ̀ ìgbìgì ẹ̀rọ àwọn àtàbà travel hey seat belt on sit tight upright ìgbìgì tó ṣe land yẹn another one tó fẹ́ land bó ṣe land yẹn another one tó fẹ́ land one flight every 80 seconds 80 seconds mean 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 tó máa fi pé 80 seconds one flight every 80 seconds one flight every 80 seconds everybody wants to come here but I want to say now for us to stop this migration to some extent let us ask for the sovereignty of our own and then go back and all develop gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń rí nísìn different people are working in this sector let's play it again different people are working everybody has a role to play to make the Heathrow airport operation to go every day in and out sheriff flight bush land boom land boom land boom the engineer what everybody Lagos airport with no light Iluofo. What I told them is to pray to God before they can have all those good things, according to Mexico. Anytime so, we could work. Anytime so, I send the Ruba wallet and say anything, and don't be the Ruba wallet me. I just feel sorry, and you can't be the Ruba wallet me. I think it's this one. Yeah, I hope I'm right. Let's double check. Yeah. Ruba wallet account fẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ send owó sínú Ruba fún wa à ń gbowó lórí Ruba náà kí ló ṣe tá lè gbowó lórí Ruba nígbà tá ní Ruba account wọ́n dẹ̀ pé náírà lè fẹ́ send ẹ̀ sí àwọn eléyìí nísìn wọ́n ń train bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ sórí wọ́n tí ní sùúrù eléyìí nísìn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ drive kọjá bí tí plane máa kọjá so timing yẹn dà very very important so bí plane kan ṣe ń land gbàgàbà wọ́n ní move ó dẹ̀ ní mọ́tò kan tó máa pilot wọn ẹ jẹ́ ká wò tó bá tẹ̀ padà yọ fídíò yẹn kò matter since tí mo nílò ní púpọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká follow one train nìkan iṣẹ́ táwọn ilé fi lọ ṣe nísìnyí pé iná tí plane need láti fi land òun làwọn fi lọ check ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ wò.
To get to the lights, engineers Matt and Mo must first cross the live runway.
They must cross the live runway. Oh, they're busy. So what about my communicate pẹ̀lú control tower? One train nìkan lọ́wọ́. Ṣẹ̀rí bí plane ṣe ń lọ ẹ máa wò.
You're actually going to go across the live runway that you can actually be in a plane's flight path is kind of a big deal already.
Okay, advert.
How to get the most of Grammarly
Single
free.
time I should see it.
It's Kayla on behalf of Grammarly.
With 6 flights on approach.
6 flights on approach.
Speeds at 180 miles per hour.
Henry.
The crossing must be expertly timed by air traffic.
Must be extremely timed. Ẹni sùúrù, ìyẹn la ṣe sọ fún yín pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation náà ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní timing. Nígbà tá a fẹ́ push wọ́n ní Koiki ọ̀nà tó ń gbà yẹn ti ọ̀nà yẹn kí ló dé ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ náà mo ní okay no problem. Gbogbo àti wà nínú ibi tá a wà nísìn mo kí dáàdi wa Dárejo ẹ káàbọ̀ sà mo kí wẹ̀yìn grandfather wa ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n fi sọ wọ́n ní there is 8 flight tó fẹ́ land àwọn dẹ̀ fi drive kọjá níbi tí àwọn plane yẹn máa land sí ó wá di ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe sùúrù tí plane kan bá wá land wọ́n á ní kó kọjá lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká follow ẹ̀. àwọn ti park sórí pé safety car wà níwájú safety is very very important. So after tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti land làwọn náà máa drive kọjá lọ.
Matt and Mo are being escorted by a specially trained airside safety driver.
I've been escorted by a specialist trained kò ń ṣe pé bàbá kí ni tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa ó ní bàbá kan tó máa ń bá a ṣe kápẹ́ńtà specially trained iṣẹ́ tàwọn nìyẹn àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ guide mọ́tò yẹn kò ń ṣe pé kókò gbé mọ́tò lift wá já sórí èèyàn mò ń rí Sanwó-Olú tó release statement a sì máa padà sọ̀rọ̀ Georgia nísìn ẹ mọ̀ pa ti sọ̀rọ̀ Formula 1 mo ti gbàgbé Georgia aago kan ṣe lò ní eléyìí tá à ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀ òun láti fi ṣíra wa lọ́kàn pé àní Nàìjíríà ò gbádùn gbogbo yín pátápátá ló yẹ ẹni tó yẹ kó máa dín dòdò wà láàrin wa tó yẹ pé dòdò yẹn wàá máa fi make 5 million owó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá every single week máa dín dòdò because níbi tẹ́rò bá pọ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ máa dín dòdò táwọn èèyàn máa jẹ lọ sí Turkey bí economy wọn ṣe báàdì tó airport wọn sì busy mo rírọ ẹ̀rí torí pé ibẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ lọ torí pé owó tó bá mú débẹ̀ owó yẹn máa pọ̀ mo sọ fún ẹ pé asat ení one pound lélẹ̀ is 34 Turkish lira whereas 1 pound Nigeria is 1,150 láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ mo kí yàwá dáadáa lálùbáríkà alájà bàrúwá mo kí alájà gbangbálà mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá mo kí ẹ coming soon. Why is Heathrow busy? Because everybody wants to come here. Because they have bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó join wa lánàá lórí TikTok only standard of living. It's because of the standard of living. We can live here tó bá ti kọjá àyà rẹ̀. Tó sọ pé ó fẹ́ lọ gbé Mercedes tó lè afford wọ́n máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ padà náà ni. Wọ́n máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó lọ sọ pé ó fẹ́ lọ gba mortgage tó dẹ̀ pé agbára ò tí ì gbé ó yẹ kó sì lọ́ra máa rent ilé kó wá máa build income ẹ̀ bó ṣe máa lọ gba mortgage but àwọn politicians àwọn fẹ́ ra lé upright owó tí wọ́n ní làwọn fẹ́ fi wá ra lé ní abroad àwọn kọ́ ló ní owó yẹn owó tó yẹ kó fi tọ́jú gbogbo wa ní owó tó yẹ kó fi tọ́jú gbogbo community kankan òun làwọn kó wá sí abroad lọ fi ra ilé lọ fi di pé wọ́n ní ilé tí wọ́n rà ní 150,000 naira cash down whereas àwa tá jẹ́ citizen ní Nàìjíríà tá à ń gbé labroad àwa ń san mortgage fáwọn tó ń san mortgage ẹni tó lè ra mortgage mo kí bàbá wa Jimoh Moses ẹ káàsán sà ẹ jẹ́ ká fọ ká gbọ́ bíbá torí pé mọ́tò yẹn ti park torí pé mọ́tò méjì ni ìkan safety car ló ń pè é ìkejì tó wà lẹ́yìn ìyẹn ni engineer but safety car yẹn gangan ló gbọ́dọ̀ pilot tiwájú ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ follow ẹni tó mọ̀nà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ti kọjá pé ẹ máa follow ẹni tó mọ̀nà ni bàbá Akíntóyè Chifayilóge ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Dòwú Michael mo kí ẹ follow ẹni tó mọ̀nà sódà kí gbogbo wa lè wà lójú kan àwa fẹ́ pín yẹlẹyẹlẹ ẹ wá náà fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation ẹ fẹ́ follow Ìgbòho ẹ lè fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation lánà wo ṣe rí pé gbogbo aláṣáàrí mọ́tò yẹn ṣe rí pé mọ́tò méjì ni ìkànnì pilot tó gbọ́dọ̀ protect ẹni tó wà lẹ́yìn ìyẹn ni Ìgbòho ló ń protect àwa àti bàbá Akíntóyè ẹ fẹ́ yẹn orúkàlùkù fẹ́ dá tiẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ máa ṣe tiyín lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ Koiki 150,000 naira kẹ you mean to say 500,000 or more kí ni mo sọ mo rántí nǹkan tí mo sọ mẹ́yẹn kí ni mo sọ tó sọ pé 150,000 no Turkish lira is 1 pound to 34 whereas 1 pound is 1,150 naira ni 1 pound láàárọ̀ yìí 1,150 naira bí àǹkọ́ tí because Mr. Idowu, some people here withdraw 500 naira this morning because it is all what he had in his account, and I attend to more than 5 people like that. Bank like when oh, house prices, okay, okay. It depends between about Rasi, Benny, only ju 150 yen law, 150,000 or more. Depending on how many you are buying. I mean, if you still have 150,000, you can buy something around Scotland. I don't know. But yes, you're right. House prices in Britain. Yeah, okay now. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wa Ìdòwú sọ pé láàárọ̀ yìí àwọn ti attend ìsẹ́yàn márùn tó wá gba 500 naira. Owó yìí. Tèmi kàn fi ń ṣe display lójoojúmọ́ yìí. Wọ́n ní àwọn bíi márùn ti wá gbà. That means that is the only thing they have in their account. Okay, now, ẹ má bínú pé mo tún slow down díẹ̀, ṣé ẹni tí kò ní owó tó ń bọ̀ tó dẹ̀ pé the last 500 tó wà lákàntẹ̀ ó máa lọ gbà náà bí ó fẹ́ fi wọ mọ́tò ni bí ó fẹ́ fi jẹun ni. Mr. Lawale Jibana bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe gan ni lórí mortgage ẹ̀. Àwọn politicians yìí tàbádẹ́ sọ pé àwọn politicians a kàn ń lo the word terminology politician, àwọn civil servant àwọn yẹn bá olè bàràwò bá ń sá ni wọ́n mọbi tí owó yẹn wà, wọ́n mọbi tó owó wà nìyàn kan gbé 4 billion ṣèbí mo kàánú pépà láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ òun dà wọ́n ní bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà 4 billion naira fraud ní Kano according to Casco MD and 4 others. Wọ́n jí 4 billion. So ẹ fi pé wọ́n nílè rálé sí London. Wọ́n kàn máa fi àwọn ọmọ wọn síbẹ̀ bí kò máa gbádùn ayé wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mọ́mí mi comfort wọ́n ní house prices has gone up in London area. Àtẹ̀ sọ pé kàtẹ̀ gbé lọ sọ́nà Birmingham, Manchester long. I'm sure pé with 250,000 or 200,000 ìyàn sì rí lé. Bọ̀ púpọ̀ nù ọ̀tẹ̀ fi lọ gbé níbẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn tó fẹ́ gbé láàrin wa ní London. Wọ́n fi rálé sí Dagenham. Bọ̀wọ̀ ní rálé sí Peckham torí pé ẹ máa rí wọn lójoojúmọ́. Àwọn tó bá wá jí owó dáadáa àwọn alọ́ra sí gbogbo ọ̀nà Swiss court ṣèbí mo gbé lọ sílé Ṣèyí ọmọ Tinubu gbogbo yín bú mi ẹnì kan kì í ṣọ́tọ̀ gbogbo kọ́mẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ ṣì wà níbẹ̀ náà. A bedroom flat in London now start from 350,000 the cheapest. I took you down there. Àwọn kan ní wọ́n ṣe business ti ẹ̀ ní but business wo ni Ṣèyí Tinubu ṣe tó monopolize tó ń pè ní multimedia digital kìíní ní Lagos State. Òun nìkan ló wà in charge ẹ̀ tí bá fẹ́ lọ set up the same thing tí Ṣèyí Tinubu ṣe ní Lagos kò rí fún mi láyè. Ó ti monopolize ẹ̀ nìyẹn in tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ monopolize ó máa dolówó lórí ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní houses in Scotland you can still get 150,000 a decent house. Ẹ ṣe gan ni dádì mi Dáréjò mo kí ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà mo kí ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo kí àwọn ọlọ́pọlọ tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi lẹ́ ń wò èmi sọ fún ìgbà Abacha gbé 3.6 billion ẹ jẹ́ sáré wo fídíò ìtọ́délẹ̀ ká tó wá kúrò lórí yẹn. Now kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn plane tó bá land nísìn àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ move ní kíákíá ó yá let's go. Wọ́n ti wọ́n stand by lẹ́yìn plane ló gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ní kí wọ́n ní just under 80 seconds. Go, 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 go. Ẹni bá mọ̀nà nìyẹn máa tẹ̀lé sórí pé mọ́tò yẹn ló kọ́kọ́ lọ síwájú ìyẹn tẹ̀lé bó ṣe ń lọ yẹn sórí another plane is about to land sórí náà a ní kẹ́ tẹ̀lé bàbá kí tó yìn ẹni bàbá yẹn ọmọ tó ń sọ. I pity a lot of us at home. Àwọn ò disagree pẹ̀lú Tinubu. I pray pé kọ́lọ́run fún ṣe. Mo pray pé kọ́lọ́run fún ṣe kó transform economy Nigeria táwọn málà lórí burúkú tó ti bàjẹ́. Táwọn lórí burúkú málà tí wọ́n ṣí owó fún yín tó ti bàjẹ́. Táwọn yẹn wá ń question ni irú bàbá Bishop Adesina. Not that I'm defending him. Even if he's doing a business and then so what? And then so what? Ṣé náírà yẹn ó make value money sí? No, ṣé náírà tí wọ́n tọ́jú sínú account ṣó ní value kankan money sí? Value wo ló ní? O ní 20 million. Òun lose 100,000 lórí 20 million yẹn almost every day. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé tó bá lè tọ́jú owó pamọ́ síbi kan náà fi díẹ̀ síbẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ fi gbogbo ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. If not kó lọ fowó ẹ̀ kó lọ ra gold. But àwọn ẹ fi pé Dino Malaye ṣé mọ̀ pé Dino ní investment tó pọ̀ ṣé mọ̀ pé ó ní investment ó rà pé ó ní franchise gan sef ní mo mọ country tó ní sí ó rà pé ó ní franchise McDonald's ìyẹn Dino tẹ́ ń wò yẹn ó kọ̀ máa rà ó máa gbé fáwọn tó máa manage ní. These are all criminals. Mo lọ sí ilé Ṣèyí Tinubu ẹ̀yin ọmọ kéékèèké ẹ̀ ń bú èmi ti lọ sí ìtanísìn nínú owó kéékèèké tèmi náà ra mọ́wọ́ mo ti lọ rọ́njẹ sílé fáwọn ọmọ mi àti rọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ 6 ẹ̀yin wà nulẹ̀ ẹ rò kí mo sọ fún yín pé lánàá mo lọ ra ẹyin ìgbà tí mo délé mo rí pé ẹyin wà nulẹ̀ already extra ni kò ń bàjẹ́ ìwọ wá ń bú èmi sọ fún ẹ pé àníṣe okay tó bá jẹ́ pé businessman Ṣèyí Tinubu kò ṣe fún wọn láyè ìwọ tó ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí wọn náà máa ṣerú nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn kẹjọ wa máa fi ara gbára tí kò bá ní destroy business yẹn fún ẹ Ṣèyí Tinubu monopolize in Lagos State as a company tó náà ń ṣe multimedia technology or whatever tó ń ṣe, but kò fún wọn láyè. Ó wá ń bú èmi pé èmi lọ show ilé ẹ̀. Gbọ́ràn. Ìbò ti jáde pé bàbá òun would be a good man, àbí kí ló sọ? Gbogbo yín ṣàlẹ̀ gbọ́. Ẹnu ni gbogbo àjọ wà. Ọmọ tó ní ìyá wọn ní sùn, òun gan ní fojú kan òun. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation làwa dúró lé. No retreat, no surrender ni. Brother Koiki, is it a crime even if you defend? Is it even a crime even if you defend Bishop Adesina? Who wants to die for that? Let them die. Hypocrite, yeah. Which until Nishuru until lowo ti wa yeah, lowo go where. O tún wo rí table bí awo mi tún kunle. Ti wa gbowo ẹ. So when we sit down here, we don't have anything against Tinubu. He's a Yoruba man. I pray we call on Funshe. But in reality, everybody knows that the country has been destroyed. So yẹ ká fìyàn sílẹ̀ ká wá lọ sí Georgia. Ọ̀rọ̀ méjì la fẹ́ sọ. Èèyàn mélòó ló sì ló tí bá wa lọ subscribe. Ó ti lọ sí 362. Ṣé pé àní rí 500 láàárọ̀ yìí. Èèyàn mélòó ni kò tí subscribe. Ẹ má parọ́ YouTube tá à ń sọ yẹn. Ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ́ tí mo sọ Koiki kí ló YouTube wo ló tún sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ibi ó ti ní Koikimedia is just a backup media fún in case backup ni. Ẹ bá wa lọ subscribe lé lórí. Now let's come back. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Georgia. Ẹ mọ̀ pé inú pépà ti tàárọ̀ yìí láti rí ọ̀rọ̀ Georgia nígbà tá à ń follow today in history. So ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Georgia. Kò Georgia yẹn ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú àwa náà tá à ń fight fún self determination. Mo kí bàbá mi Shitu Ọmọwùnmí. Yekini Mustapha mo kí ẹ̀yin Tòkè Ògùn. Mr. Joseph Samson mo kí yín dáadáa. Mo kí bàbá wa Prophet Ogundele. Lójúmọ́ ni gbogbo àwọn bàbá yìí lẹ́yìn ra tẹ́tà lẹ́ṣà máa fi gbọ́ wa. Wọ́n dẹ̀ shit yín. Àwọn MTN, Airtel àti Mike Adenuga. Ṣé àwọn kí Mike Adenuga fún wọn ní free access internet ládùúgbò ẹ̀ níbi tó kọ́lé sí. Èmi dé mo drive gbàjẹ́ kọjá nígbà tí mo ṣe máa ń lọ Nàìjíríà ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation. Lọ́n filé ẹ̀wọ̀n mi báyìí White House, very beautiful house. Lọ́ní Koiki ilé Mike Adenuga ní mo rò pé bí a máa sáré rí access internet ní bá sáré lọ sórí hotspot níbo ó sì ti ń jìbàjẹ́ kò fún wọn ní internet access ládùúgbò ẹ̀. All these people, they are all the same. Àti lóhùn náà nísìnyí ó ti move by ó move lọ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí. Ìyá mi Davis ní the Yorubas don't want to be led. They don't like taking orders or follow instruction. Everything has to be about them. Me. And that's the problem. Ẹ wo mọ́tò tá rí nísìn. Pilot kan wà níwájú tó ń protect tẹ̀yìn. Torí pé ìyẹn ló mọ̀ pé tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀, òun á lè stop mọ́tò yẹn, mọ́tò tẹ̀yìn ò ní lè lọ mọ́. Ẹ fi follow Baba Akintoye. Muskin Mr. Kinlade. Now, I should monitor backup YouTube channel yẹn. WD76 Media 362 Charlie D500 ká tó parí ètò. How many hours láti ṣe so far? Màmá from okay, I start a little late. So YouTube that start. Okay, I ṣe 2 hours 21 minutes. So we're still good in timing. Ìdòwú mo kí bàbá wa, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin sisters wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń struggle. Àwọn obìnrin ṣe wàhálà ní Nàìjíríà. Nínú ẹ̀ làwọn ọkùnrin kan náà tún molest wọn. Kó bá tajà. Ẹlòmíì fi fọwọ́ ra wọn lára. Ẹlòmíì bó ṣe máa bá sùn lórí pé wọ́n ń tajà fún yín. Ṣé mi lè wọnú ṣọ́ọ̀pù kan nísìn tọ́bìnrin wà níbẹ̀? Ibi tí mo ti lọ rajà láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Sister wa, ọmọ Ghana ní ṣọ́ọ̀pù yẹn. Kí wá débẹ̀ nísìn. Kí wá máa wo igbá ayẹ̀. Torí pé mo fẹ́ rajà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Kí wá fẹ́ fún lówó dònà countless tẹ̀ ni mo lò. Bí mo wá fẹ́ fi countless yẹn kí wá mú countless yẹn kí wá mú lọ síbi tí kò yẹ kọ́wọ́ mi lọ. Ṣé mọ̀ pé mo ti wọ problem láàárọ̀ yìí nìyẹn? Mo ti wọ problem láàárọ̀ yìí nìyẹn because mo ti molest ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Molestation ń lọ lójoojúmọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Níbi pé àwọn ìyá wa ń tajà, ẹ máa fọwọ́ pa wọ́n nídìí, ẹ fọwọ́ gbá wọn nígbàyà. Gbogbo nonsense yẹn must not be tolerated in a society that is working. Tó bá jẹ́ búkà ńkọ́, ó jẹ́ búkà, ó sọ fún ẹ pé òun ò lọ́kọ. Torí pé ẹ fẹ́ ra gàrí àti ẹ̀wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun fẹ́ tajà. Oríṣiríṣi nonsense wá ń lọ láàrin society. Àwa dẹ̀ jókòó sí ìbàdí. Ṣé society náà ni? Is that an enabling society? Kí wọ́n á débi tí mo ti fẹ́ ra búrẹ́dì yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn. Kí wọ́n sọ fún gẹ̀ yẹn pé sister kí wọ́n á fi káàdì kí kọ́kọ́ fi gba lára. Tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ ètò nice tó ló jẹ́ African show. And brother, what happened? Sorry, I forgot. Ṣé bá ti rí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń wọlé? Àwọn new Nigerians tó ń wọlé, ẹlòmíì nínú yín ẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ẹ má bínú comment yẹn mo fẹ́ kà, but unfortunately YouTube and Facebook ń fún mi problem. Mrs. Cassandra, what is the link please? Link yẹn ni àfìgbà tó ló gbẹ kọ́pọ̀pìà ọmọ Òdùà. Abẹ́rẹ́ TikTok wà nísìn. YouTube channel ni wọ́n jẹ́ kí n post sórí Facebook yìí. So àfi tẹ́ bá lọ sórí YouTube lẹ máa rí link yẹn, or kẹ́ lọ sórí YouTube. Is a link to just say we have a backup YouTube channel. Facebook yìí restrict wa gan. We have half a million followers. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo numbers. Èmi ò care mọ́. Problem tí wọ́n nìyẹn. In tó máa ná Nigerians ó ti jáde báyìí. Oríṣiríṣi ni. Poverty. So link tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn is about our backup YouTube channel. So ẹ jẹ́ ká start TikTok. Torí pé fóònù yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ọmọ tó ń lò ní kò jẹ́ ká start lápẹ̀ nǹkan. So I started díẹ̀ nísìn. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Triple DR sọ pé because Nigeria is the lawless country, no one is ready to address what you just. I mean, mo ṣeré o. Wọ́n harass àwọn èèyàn wa lójoojúmọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ ṣé gan ni, thank you so much. Ẹ bá lọ sórí YouTube mi nísìn. Ẹ rí link yẹn, mò ń fi síbẹ̀. Àìtí fi link owó síta láàárọ̀ yìí, but link ti ìyẹn là ń fi ṣe. A ṣe máa gbowó náà, owó lecture láàárọ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ hàn pé àwọn ìyá kan, àwọn tẹ̀ǹkì àǹtí wọn náà, ojoojúmọ́ ló ń ra $5 coffee fún wa. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. We love those of you at home, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé. Inú wo òdò bá ṣe ń rí tẹ lọ́n tọrọ owó, gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó ń ṣe charity tó ń raise owó fún yín, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Kúnlé Ṣítà. We are not happy. Inú wo òdùn. Ká máa rí yín kẹ́ lọ máa ní àwọn ti lo fóònù ìgbẹ́. Inú wo òdùn rárá. We are not happy. Ẹ rò pé inú wa dùn ni. We are not happy. Lọ máa tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ Kokun Foundation, lọ sọ́dọ̀ Oríyọmí Hamzat, Àgbàlá Gabriel and all those people. We are not happy. We are not. It doesn't. Mo wọ́n yìnbó tí mo fẹ́ fi buttress ibẹ̀ yẹn. It doesn't support the dignity of who we are. Tí wọ́n jí láàárọ̀ kó lọ sínú báńkì ó náà fi gba 500 naira. Kí ló fẹ́ fi 500 naira yẹn gan ra? Bóyá ọkọ̀ fi wọ mọ́tò ni, bí ó fi ra, we don't know. Our dignity as Yoruba people, what it destroy. The dignity of the Igbos, what it did. Lóòótọ́ àwọn kan ń gbìyànjú gan. Wọ́n sì make owó. Legitimate money. But pé ó wá fẹ́ lọ rajà. Ó wá débi tó ti fẹ́ rajà. Ìyá ẹ̀ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun nídìí owó. Ìyá kílẹ̀ èlò lẹ pé gbogbo ọjà tá ra ilẹ̀ yìí. Ọkọ mi. Gbogbo ọjà tẹ kó sílẹ̀ yìí nísìn. Ó ti lọ sí 55,000. Màmá, ibi mo ní kẹ́ dín mi lówó bọ́ǹfìtà ní mo ṣe lélẹ̀ ìbá tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Gbogbo everywhere ni o. Níbi tó ti ń ta ibi kan wà ní mo ṣe wòrò níjẹkújẹ. Mo máa lọ síbẹ̀. Tí bá wá sílé, gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ bẹ́yàn àbí. Ibẹ̀ ni màá ti lọ ra oyè yín. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ̀rọ ara àwọn èèyàn débẹ̀. Àwọn fọwọ́ jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn lára. Tí ó lè fẹ́ rajà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn onídòwó. Ìyá ẹ̀rọ àfọwọ́kan níbàdí. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ìtẹ́ṣẹ́ ń dé sí UK, èmi ò mọ Amẹ́ríkà o, mo bẹ̀ yín. Sexual harassment, ó ń gbéyàn dé prison o. Máa wò nìkan ni o, wíwò yẹn gan, careful ni o. Tó bá lọ jókòó sórí train, tó lọ ń wọ obìnrin kan tó jẹ́ kò tètè pàdé mọ́ dáadáa, tí wọ́n lọ ń wò, ó ti wọ wàhálà nìyẹn o. Tí wọ́n bá ti rí, wọ́n gbójú ẹ̀ kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Mo ṣeré o, lórí train. Má lọ máa lẹ̀ dí mọ́yàn kan sexual harassment is a big problem in this country. Ẹ máa rò èyí tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń dé ní mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tẹ̀ ti wọlé ara ń kan ẹ́ ìwọ náà fi sáré mọ́ ọmọ kan àwọn ọmọ tó ń rí yẹn ìgbà ìyá wọn máa ń tètè develop ìmí ò tí pé 16 years old má súnmọ́ wọn òun lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n nìyẹn o sexual harassment là ń pè nílùú yìí kò má ní ò gbọ́ o. Okay, Mr. Idowuni, I work at Banana Island, Lagos as security, where Adenuga, Dantata, Iyabo, Obasanjo, and a man that I've forgotten is have 32 bungalow, 15 million pounds yearly per one. Since then, I want self-determination. 50 million ni wọ́n rent ilé ní Banana Island. Ah, mo ti rí bàbá yìí, àjọ wà lórí ètò lánàá náà ni. Bàbá wa dé Dairo William, sir. So what am I just bringing out? Let's now go straight to Georgia. At the sort of too much lórí other areas. At the sort of lórí Formula One. And Tebasha Wale, that means Kemalati para saying dear Latin Woni. So let's talk about Georgia. Ibo ló ń pè ní Georgia. Àwọn wo ni Georgia? Georgians. Bó ṣe máa pè wọ́n nìyẹn. Àwọn náà ní language tí wọ́n tán pè ní Georgian. Gbogbo population wọn is 3.7 million. Wọ́n wà nínú continent kan tó ń pè ní between Europe and Asia. Wọ́n ní prime minister tó ń pè ní Eric Gavasiville. Oríṣiríṣi orúkọ. Wọ́n ní dialing code +995. Area tí wọ́n ní is 69,700 kilometer. Fẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá mọ geography. Báwo ló ṣe gba independent wọn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ wo GDP wọn láàárọ̀ yìí. Their GDP is about 18.63 billion as of 2021. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ káàsán bẹ́rẹ́dì wa, Mr. Williams. Georgia is very close to Russia. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi grandma Ọlá Odos. Àwọn mọ̀ nípa geography dáadáa. Now, wọ́n compare Georgia GDP pẹ̀lú Armenia. Armenia GDP is 13.86 billion. Moldova is 13.68, but Georgia la fẹ́ dúró lé lórí. So nígbà tá ti mọ GDP wọn, kí la tún fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa wọn díẹ̀ ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú. How did they gain their independence? How did they gain independence? Báwo ló ṣe gba independence wọn from the Soviet Union? Tony Age sọ pé the exit from Russia. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, torí pé a mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ látara pé lẹ́ni in history according to Metro newspaper ọ̀fẹ́ ni paper yìí àwọn Nigerians mi ò ń ka paper. Bá ti gbọ́ bàbá Olúwe owó skit ẹ máa mú paper ẹ máa ka paper a máa kulex mú kí ẹ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà wọ́n ní wọ́n break up from Soviet. So let's talk about it a little bit. Torí pé ó relate mọ́rọ̀ European nation self-determination táwa náà ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kọ́lọ́n ọba Elédùmarè kó tú wálẹ̀ kí ìyà yìí lè dínkù díẹ̀. The poverty on the land is too much. On the 9th of April 1991, shortly before the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Supreme Council of Georgia declared independence after a referendum held on the 31st of March. Georgia was the first non-Baltic republic of the Soviet Union to officially declare independence. So láàrin gbogbo wọn, àwọn ló kọ́kọ́ declare independent. Àmà Kulex, Sálàfíà lẹ́wà, àwọn family nǹkan bẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa nílé, especially ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ra data lójoojúmọ́ láti wá fi kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́. Waris Jinadu, ó dà ń pé ó ti faṣẹ́ lọ fún orí alátẹ̀ nǹkan. Waris nìkan ni ó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bá ṣe máa ba náírà jẹ́. Ó ní tí diaspora bá ti send owó lọ mọ́ láìpẹ́ láì jìnà náírà máa ṣe kí ni ó máa fọ́. Basgan 04 mo kí ẹ káàbọ̀ mo kí ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí African Confidential. Gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ jẹ́ quiet listener tẹ́ kí n comment fún dìkan àbí dìkejì ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn dagboru ẹ̀ tó ń dọ́gbọ́n ẹlòmíì ti lọ ṣí àkáǹtì mi kí ni Koiki ń sọ kí ló tún sọ tó fi sọ mọ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo tẹ́ ní ẹ máa ṣe ẹ̀ tanra yín. Follow the person wey know road. Bàbá Akíntóyè ló know òun nìkan ló mọ road. follow the person wey no road. Denaturalization bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Waris Jinadu nìkan ni látijọ́ tí mo ti mọ̀ orí náírà nìkan ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Tẹ́ bá ti fọ́ náírà yìí Nàìjíríà ti bàjẹ́. Ìyí táwọn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn ṣe nìyẹn. Ìyí táwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ń ṣe nìyẹn àwọn Biafra. Every Monday tó bá bí ẹ̀dá ìwọ lọ jáde. Gbogbo tó máa ń sọ fún mi pé wọ́n jáde yẹn irọ́ ni. Eléyìí ti sọ fún mi pé bátìrì yẹn ti lọ́lẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Ọláyọmí Instagram yẹn ó dà ń pé ó ti fẹ́ mẹ́hẹ̀ẹ́. Jẹ́ wò bí mo lè adjust it. So jẹ́ ká move laptop wá báyìí náà. So that means kí n máa láti charge because ó ti sọ fún mi pé ó ti ń lọ́lẹ̀. So jẹ́ ká sáré bá ti tètè fi sórí charger. So ìyá jagun níjọ́ òní mo pè wọ́n nígbà táwọn máa pè mí padà ẹkún gbọ̀n mi ìyá yẹn náà lọ charge fóònù níta ní ṣá irú ayé wo làwa wà bàtà lọ ní 2023 káwọn ìyá wa máa sọ pé mo lọ charge fóònù níta nígbà táwọn bá níná so wàá gbé fóònù lọ fáwọn tó máa bá wọn jájẹ nígbà tí ìyá yẹn máa fi pè mí padà wọ́n ní ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Arálẹ̀ Kóìkì má bínú mo lọ charge fóònù mi níta ni ẹkún gbọ̀n mi níjọ́ àlàáfíà máa ṣe gbogbo yẹn dà àwa dẹ̀ wà níbí bá à ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé ẹja bọ́lẹ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà wọ́n ní Kóìkì ṣọ́tọ̀ wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà sì máa da ojú ń kàn ẹni àwọn ni mo ti gbọ́ ẹ má bínú ojú ń kàn mí lóòótọ́ but ẹ má bínú mo ti bẹ̀yìn ẹ má bínú mo ti bí wá báyìí so at least ẹ sì máa gbádùn program yẹn lọ mo ti bẹ̀yìn ẹ má bínú wàláì mo lè play ọdún yẹn fún yín wọ́n ní Kóìkì má bínú pé àwọn lọ charge fóònù àwọn níta ni díjọ́ ọ̀la fi máa ṣe gbogbo yẹn dà is on TikTok Koiki ta ló wà on TikTok I mean the screen recording are you on TikTok fóònù yẹn mo ń charge lọ́wọ́ ni mo ń charge fóònù yẹn lọ́wọ́ ìyẹn láì ṣe tí join TikTok látàárọ̀ màá play audio ìyá jagun yẹn fún yín WhatsApp mi load lọ́wọ́ ni ẹ̀rí message wey máa ń drop ni gbàgbàgbàgbàgbàgbàgbàgbàgbà lójoojúmọ́ ni kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú 19 missed call so far àwọn tí Amẹ́ríkà ti pè ṣé mọ̀ pé brother wa náà a ló mọ máa nǹkan tó ń pè ní ayé kò tọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ó ẹni bá kàn ló mọ̀ ṣé mọ̀ pé brother wa ayé kò tọ́ yẹn èmi àti wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ní last week because a ti wà ní new week ṣé mọ̀ pé media center tó fi operate ní Nàìjíríà fire tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹran tí iná tó jó lọ́rẹ̀ yẹn ó jó gbogbo business tiẹ̀ náà èmi wá ń bí pé ṣé media yín wá ẹ má bínú pé mo tún slow down lórí Georgia because ẹ̀rọ tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ nígbà míì lọ́rọ̀ mọ́rọ̀ àti Q&A àti message tẹ́ bá mú jáde ó máa ń jẹ́ ká divert there mo dẹ̀ ṣe rí torí pé mo rí pé ó pè mí lálẹ́ àná mo ṣe lórúkọ ẹ̀gán nísìn he called me at 22:52 last night máa pè padà later ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ mú tí àjagun yẹn wá ti bá rí orúkọ wọn tètè mú jáde ṣé mọ̀ pé ayé kò tọ́ ló jẹ́ kí mọ̀ pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ọ̀rẹ́ púpọ̀ nù wọ ọmọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ẹ mọ̀ fire tanker tí gbogbo wa rí yẹn tó dàwó tí gbogbo èèyàn sọ pé èèyàn kú gan ẹ mọ̀ kọ́ fún wa ní figure of 30 people died ayé kò tọ́ nírọ́ ni ó ní more than 130 plus people died in that fire incident but ó wá sọ nǹkan kan fún mi things dey happen for Nigeria things dey happen inside Nigeria every day in tó sọ fún mi I don't know whether but òun ló wà on the ground mo ń bọ̀ ẹ gbọ́ eléyìí tí mo fẹ́ play tí ajagun yẹn kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé tòótọ́ ni mo sọ ẹni sọ̀rọ̀.
àlọ́kọ́ kì í má bínú bàbá mi mo lọ charge fóònù nígbà tó pè kò tí ì di 10 minutes tí mo gbà á nìsín.
ẹ jẹ́ kí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ibi tó kù voice ìyá ajagun lẹ́ ń gbọ́ yẹn o kéèyàn pé èèyàn mò ń bọ̀ lórí ta ayé kò tọ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé tí ajagun la kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ kó tó di pé mo rí ayé kò tọ́ mò ń bọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ìyá àgbàlagbà kó ṣe máa lọ charge fóònù níta kó tó rí iná sórí fóònù ẹ̀ adẹ̀wánu Nàìjíríà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò dẹ́ ṣe pé àná àwọn engineer nílẹ̀ Yorùbá èèyàn kọ́ dẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé Koiki ṣọ́tọ̀ mo kí ń yàwá Sekinat Ọlọ́run bá wa pẹ̀lú yín. Mr. Kayode mo kí yín. Ẹja gbọ́n tí Ìyá-Ìjàgùn tó sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Èmi send the voice sí mo pè wọ́n. This was on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Ẹja àtújọ gbọ́ audio yẹn again. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé tó ń pààyàn lẹ́kún lójoojúmọ́. Ẹja gbọ́n tí Ìyá yẹn tó sọ.
Àlọ́kọ̀ ìkí má bínú bàbá mi. Mo lọ charge fóònù nígbà tó pè. Kò tí ì di 10 minutes tí mo gbà á nísìnyí.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ìtókù. Mo lọ charge fóònù mi kò tí ju 10 minutes tí mo gbà lọ. That means pé for every time a phone goes battery dead or the cell, just like okay, ó ti lóòní sí mo kọ̀ charge ẹ̀ ní ìta máa fi ṣe Twitter. Mo ń charge kan lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. So irú life wo la fi máa live by? And when we are here saying ẹja lọ àwọn kan nínú o ẹ má jẹ́ ká tí lọ o Tinubu ló ti sọ pé òun máa ṣe o Koiki má dá wàhálà lẹ̀ o Tinubu ti promise wa pé òun máa ṣe o. And okay, nobody is arguing with Tinubu pé kò ní ṣe ó máa ṣe. Ìyẹn kọ́ ní issue tó wà nílẹ̀. But the question is, níjọ́ wo ni Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe? Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Níjọ́ wo ló máa ṣe? Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. So what we have to wait for now is ìjọ́ tí Tinubu tó máa ṣe kò ní ṣe. Ẹnu yẹn la wà báyìí nísìn. Ní ìjọ́ wo la máa dúró de gbogbo nonsense yẹn? And our people are suffering for the negligence of some of us not talking. Our people are suffering because a lot of us refuse to speak out when there's no electricity. But ìyá yẹn she's 70 plus. Àkọ́kọ́ mú fóònù lọ fún yàn kan kó bá wọn charge kó tó lè rí fóònù yẹn lò. Ìyá tó dẹ̀ wà tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ tó ń lọ ní kò ṣe pé ó ní good phone but kò sí iná tó fẹ́ fi charge. Is that a life? Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n buttress quickly lórí ti Ayékòótọ́. Ayékòótọ́ mo ní lè show yín láwọn image yẹn. There are 2 graphics. But mo lè send ẹ̀ sínú Koikimedia group wa. A lè show yín ní àwọn image yẹn. Come on, take me down. But mo fẹ́ show yín ní studio ẹ̀. He also have a studio. This is Ayékòótọ́ studio. Ṣé gbogbo yín ti rí? This is his own studio. Tóun náà ti operate ní Nigeria. Now, nígbà tó pè mí tá wá sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki. Mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní ṣé mo mọ̀ pé studio àwọn náà jóná. Mo ní jóná bíi ti báwo. Wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní ṣé mo gbọ́ nípa iná tó jó ẹ̀ àmú ni mo gbọ́. Wọ́n ní ó dọ́dọ̀ wọn náà. Èmi wá wọ́ndà pé báwo ni iná ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ti ná yẹn tó jó ní kò tí pé 2 weeks nísìnyí o. Báwo ló ṣe? Mo ní ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀pù business yín ṣó wà lójú títì. Àwọn nínú wọ́n ní epo yẹn ṣàn wá láti ibi tó ti ń bọ̀. Ó súnmọ́ bí tí àwọn náà ní business sí. And this is the end of his studio. As you can all see it. That is the end of that studio Ayékòótọ́ have. Everything got burnt. He now gave me what actually happened. Tí gbogbo wa gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. Wọ́n ní táǹkà tó ń gbépo bọ̀. Wọ́n ní títì yẹn kò sí nǹkan kan tó wrong níbẹ̀. Ìgbà tẹ́mi ní Fúlàní ni. Wọ́n ní náà kí n má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kò ṣe àwọn Fúlàní. Àwọn Yorùbá ló drive táǹkà yẹn. Bọ̀ ìmọ̀ tán náà ṣe. Wọ́n ti lọ dispense epo yẹn sí another depot kan kó tó fẹ́ dé. Wọ́n ní ibi tó máa jẹ́ epo yẹn sí is just a looking distance. Wọ́n wo petrol station yẹn báyìí. Wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan kan tó ṣe títì yẹn. It was an accident so that kò sẹ́ni tó máa lè wà accountable because àwọn ti lọ fi epo yẹn wọ́n ti lọ fi jalè. Epo tó wà ní táǹkà yẹn wọ́n ti lọ tà sẹ́lòmíì. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé. Nígbà tí ẹ̀mọ̀ kẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ pé Fúlàní náà wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká ṣẹ̀ wọ́n ní kò ń ṣe Fúlàní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so that okay nígbà tí táǹkà ti accident alẹ́ máa mú báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ pé epo yẹn the full container ló ń gbé bọ̀. Wọ́n ti lọ dispenser síbòmí. And this is what is happening. So àwọn yẹn wọ́n náà àwọn driver àti boy trailer bí kí wọ́n máa ń pè wọ́n àwọn méjèèjì bẹ́ jálè ní mọ́tò àwọn escape but over 130 people died níbi táwọn kan náà ti fẹ́ lọ gún epo everybody died òun tóun náà ní business his business was affected ayé kò tọ́ this is the Nigeria ó lè gbé ó lè gbà òun ní Nigeria bàbá mi prophet Ogundele àní pé mẹ́tò ìwásílẹ̀ bọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Georgia ká tó lọ èèyàn kan náà ní my friend owns one tanker exactly what happened maize gold ló ń sọ yẹn o ẹ mọ̀ pé màá ti maize gold à sọ̀rọ̀ but ibi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ìyá mi Comfort Ológunjà ní they are all criminals ẹ wá expect ìkúrò àwọn yẹn kó support Yorùbá nation epo elépo tó yẹ kó gbé lọ sí petrol station wọ́n ti lọ offload ẹ̀ níbò míì nígbà tó wá fẹ́ débi tí wọ́n ti máa offload wọ́n wá yí tanker yẹn àwọn ọmọ táwọn ṣe máa drive ẹ̀ ayé kò tọ́ ní títì yẹn kò sí wọ́n ní títì tó ti ń gbé bọ̀ gan ó worst ju títì tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ pon yẹn sí so it was a man-made accident ṣe mọ̀ pé by now ó yẹ káwọn èèyàn ti wà ní prison but in Nigeria àmúwọ́ Ọlọ́run la máa sọ ó lè gbé ó lè bá that so in case tẹ́yìn bá rí fídíò yẹn tẹ́tí bá pàdé ayé kò tọ́ lives in that community his own business was also affected gbogbo picture to send sí mi I cannot show that ó wà níwájú mi báyìí àwọn picture tẹ́yìn ò rí tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ní more than 130 people died àwọn èèyàn tó sùn òun ni mò ń wò níwájú mi òkú lọ́tọ̀ lọ́rẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ àwọn tó kú onírọ́lọ́pàá pé èèyàn 30 ló kú only over 130 people died. This is the Nigeria mo lè show yín lélẹ̀ ṣe rí ọwọ́ ẹni yẹn ẹ bó ṣe jó ẹ wojú ilé ìhun tẹ survive ẹ wojú ẹ this is the Nigeria ilé iná ẹ orí ẹ rí bó ṣe rí I pray our people at home Triple DRS sọ pé people's life is valueless and when we sit here ìyá lálùbáríkà First Bank làwọn ti ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ti retire nísìn pẹ̀lú àwọn grandchildren wọn lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́ọ̀bá wà pẹ̀lú yín àwọn ọmọ banking sector ju anybody lọ táwọn bá dẹnu bọ banking sector but irú àwọn ìyá yẹn àfẹ́ kọ́ wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ irú àwọn ọlọ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ fún First Bank làwọn ti retire gbogbo shenanigans tó lọ nínú First Bank làwọn mọ̀. There's wickedness in the group. There's wickedness in Nigeria, and so many people do not want to accept that there's wickedness. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Georgia. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń bá lọ subscribe sórí link yẹn? Ẹ já wo mélòó ló dì? All right, ó takú sí 2363. All right. Àwọn èèyàn lọ subscribe síbẹ̀. No problem. Let's come back to Georgia. Ká tó máa parí ètò yẹn díẹ̀díẹ̀ because a ti wà ní exactly 245 hours into the program. Ẹ̀rọ wọn àná fẹ́ kí ṣe 3 hours so that ká tó lè ní strength láti padà wá kó má máa lọ gbùrùgbùrùgbùrùgbùrù. So a máa cut down tó bá di 3 hours. But again, so a ti mọ̀ nísìn pé Georgia ló declare independent away from the Soviet Union. Àwọn ló kọ́kọ́ declare. How did Georgia, àwọn èèyàn ń béèrè question lórí Google, how did Georgia leave the Soviet Union? From November 18, 1989, the Georgian declared its sovereignty from the Soviet laws. The republic was renamed the Republic of Georgia on the 14th of November, 1990. So a year after that. And subsequently became an independent before the dissolution of the Soviet Union. So, Sherry Bogunton law between Biafra and Nisin. Táwọn kan yẹn kò lè possible. Nǹkan ṣe yẹn irọ́ ni. Tó bá ṣe nǹkan fẹ́ ṣe, nobody can stop them. Àwọn ti lọ ahead of everybody nìyẹn. So when Nigeria eventually fall apart, that means pé àwọn ti wà ahead of àwọn tó kù. Tọ́nà àwọn tí fi lọ. That is if Nigeria is going to dissolve. Because they slow down Biafra if they are serious and they want to go. So it will be the situation like Bashan releasing Pelu Georgia. It will be almost the same situation with Georgia, because Georgia to declare independence. I'm not talking about that, because that one does not have any basic on the ground. Fraudsters that one, yeah, scammer ni one 419 to the core. Atijile, Wale Ali, Ajakalarun, Jimmy Boy, they are fraudsters. Could see any adele kankan anywhere, Baba fraudster ni one. Any Koikimedia so there. But I don't want to go into that discussion this morning. Baba 419 and one year Atijile Atibuwon. I can say that categorically anywhere, any day. Ìjìnlẹ̀ kan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí kò mọ kò lè fi ẹ̀kọ́ kan kò lè jẹ́ tán délẹ̀ bàbá 419 ní gbogbo wọn. But ojú gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá máa já, whether we like it or not. Mo ń gbọ́ tí Wálé Àlè náà máa lọ Nàìjíríà tó bá máa gbáde lé jáde, èmi ń dúró. Àwọn àgbà yahoo olè làwọn yẹn, because gbogbo declaration tán náà ṣe yẹn kò mú table kankan jáde. Fraudsters wọ́n wà lábẹ́ ètò báyìí tó ń gbọ́ mi lórí burúkú ní gbogbo wọn, olè ní gbogbo wọn. But business ìtẹ̀yìn tí ẹ̀ ń follow wọn nìyẹn. Eré àwàdà kẹ́ríkèrè ló ń ṣe. Boy, àwàdà kẹ́ríkèrè ló ń ṣe. Mo wà lórí ètò Ìyá Alálùbáríkà, mo wà lórí live show báyìí, kí ló fi all right. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fààyàn bẹ̀? Òun ni pé ẹ má bínú àní lè ṣe TikTok because time wa ti lọ báyìí. So what I just want us to say is that why did Georgia become independent? Georgia succeeded from the Soviet Union, adopting the Act of Re-establishment of Independence on the 9th of April 1991, on the second anniversary of the Soviet military crackdown on a large pro-independence rally in Georgia capital of Tbilisi in 1989. Benny, which kind of Adele? Adele ko. Adele ni. It's all fraud. And they know that anyway. So, bubu tan ṣe yẹn, you know, come and waste energy wọn. Pé àwọn fi gbé Adele wọlé. It's all waste of time. So what are we saying? Fún ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ wà nílé. We understand your plight. We understand your feelings. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mr. Edowu Baba Jagoda ni wọ́n. Ẹni tó sọ fún mi pé $200 lòun san fún internet. Àyà mi já. And kò tẹ̀ ń ṣọ́ ká tó di pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ pé relation ìgbà tí mi lọ sí Turkey mo rí náà. Mo dẹ̀ evidence ẹni tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó sọ. Kò sí pé mo parọ́ mọ́. Ó ní $200 lòun san fún internet ní Turkey. Èmi gan tí mo wà ní UK gan. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ san £100. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ jáde kí sọ pé mo san £100. Ẹgbà Koiki kí ló dé ogún ti wọlé ni. Gbogbo package tí mo ń san nínú ilé mi is £50. Gbogbo package internet mi kò dẹ̀ tún ṣe the highest internet ni mo ní kọ́ fún mi. Kọ́kọ́ fún mi ní the basic. Kò dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé mo ní spot nínú Sky at everything. £50 ni mo ń san. Tó bá internet wà tí mo ń lò. Kíyàn kan wá sọ pé ní Turkey òun san $200 every month. Torí òun ní large equipment. It's all lies. Mo dẹ̀ rí pé ó ti adjust bí ó ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo ń sọ. Mo rí pé ó ti adjust ọ̀rọ̀ pé òun ṣe FM radio yẹn bàbá 419 yẹn. Mixella tèmi náà ń lò òun lòun náà ń lò òun ló wà wájú mi. Mo rí pé ó ti adjust ó ti fi Mixella rẹ̀ sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo pé òun ní níbo ló ti fún ní license FM. Ṣé nínú Turkey bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti fún ní license? Ṣé nínú Turkey ló ti fún ní license FM tó ń lò tó náà ń ṣe radio? They are just waste of time anyway, so you know. Gbogbo àjẹkálẹ̀ àrùn tó ń sọ yẹn ìyẹn ò lè kúrò níbi tó wà, so gbogbo tó ń sọ ariwo tó lè pa àti Ayọ̀ Brown gbogbo wọn ẹ̀yẹ gbọ́n wọn mọ́ nísìn gbogbo wọn wárápátá tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Mo rẹ̀ pé Ayọ̀ Brown èmi dárúkọ Ayọ̀ Brown wọn kò tí ì ṣe ọ́díò lórí mi. Tó bá ṣe ọ́díò kan lórí mi tí reference ọ́díò yẹn dọ́dọ̀ mi Ayọ̀ Brown ẹ gbọ́ bá ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu mi. Ìwà àtàntì ẹ tẹ mórúkọ mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn babaláwo àti ibi tẹ mórúkọ wa lọ. I'm not interested in them. So the Yoruba people will be free. It's just that we need to be preparing our mind. Pé a máa lọ. Ìgbà ló fẹ́ wáyé, nobody knows. When we made the push, everybody say, push anti-poju. Dagboru today, o ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, o penetrate wa. O lo platform everybody. And the gullible still think that, Yoruba Nibo. Amabo, there is a pressure cooker. Muti wrap up now, because I want exactly 8 minutes before the end of the program. And I'd say thank you so much, everyone that have joined us, so far in the conversation. Yeah, they were just, a distraction to the Yoruba movement. And history will remember every one of us for the role we have played. But are we? It has always happened. Nigerian government is extremely wicked, according to Grandma Ola Odus. At least they don't care about anyone at all, and it is all unfortunate. More Yorubas are now becoming conscious, not on Yoruba nation, but on the present Nigerian system. On the present Nigeria system that is making problem for them. And in the long run, people will start to get the message. What message? The message of the only hope, Tani, only to get the hell out of Nigeria before it is too late. Nigeria has badly affected us. We are praying that our representatives will listen to us and will accept our fate. The relationship we have between us in that entity called Nigeria is no longer working. We will never stop using every means to communicate. Like Mama saw, the radio station that we launched, kudos to those full program, Lelori. I don't want to reference too much on it, but we only appreciate that eventually my name has now been clear. It is still the same radio, So the Bible launch radio, same radio, It's just that some people took it on board to finish up whatever was meant to finish around it. The same radio was slowed down for 2 years. That means just as Bionitiri should waste energy, people also wasted the time of 2 years that we should have developed, and the message will have traveled around the world. But it is never too late. And as I leave us again this particular evening, because either relative and me or something me, we'll see if we can make it back out later on tonight, if otherwise. But one thing is,
with BT Broadband and TV, you can say goodbye to boredom and hello to.
That is the online version of the radio.
Broadband for ultra reliable.
So I think they're running an advert there. So that is the Yoruba Nation radio, which is playing right now.
Dramas, period dramas, melodramas, blockbusters, plus Premier League, Champions League, and Rugby League on BT Sports. Get Blockbuster TV.
So advert about to look up for a few minutes. And exactly 5 minutes, I'm going to close the program. After 3 hours exactly. Moki Walen Konsi. Moki our Titi. Let us not lose hope. Babakitoye is doing everything with all the rest of the people that are working. Whether they are global directorate, I can see them, they're working. But I think by now, everybody should pull energy together. Gbogbo pé àfi wà together àfi take order látẹ̀dọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè àfi máa ṣe tiwa ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí pé tó bá yẹ kí bàbá yàn jáde gbogbo yóò jáde tẹ́lẹ̀ o. So that's the radio speaking now. So ìjọ Saturday àti Sunday is expensive to operate the shortwave, as we've been told. Very expensive. It's not an FM. It is called a shortwave. And in the long run, when we have a system that is properly working, Tinubu no, if we need license, forget it. Delalake is going to be a very wicked guy. I'm sorry, later. Delalake, the media person, Tinubu, or Joshisheli Lagos as a commissioner for information. Ó láwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan tó ń sọ jáde nípa pé ó fẹ́ deal with everybody lórí media. but we see how it goes. Garba Shehu tried it, he left. So gbogbo tó ràn ṣe rhetorics ni kọ́ gbádùn ẹ̀ after 4 years tó bá dìbò fún wọn again another 4 years ajẹwo amekowo ní dollar ní pounds ǹjẹ́ gbọ́ Fẹ́mi Adésínà mọ́ nísìn he's gone quiet ó ti lọ quiet owó tó bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló máa ná nísìn so bó ṣe rí nìyẹn Bọ̀délé Aláké yẹn another fraudster kan nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Tinubu nìyẹn so ariwo tẹ kàn pa gbogbo ẹ̀ ọdún mẹ́jọ ni but àwọn ò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ bá yé wa jẹ́ nínú ọdún mẹ́jọ yẹn àbọ̀dún mẹ́rin rather torí ẹ̀ ní ọdún mẹ́jọ anyway so when people are saying kí ló dé tí kò sí lórí FM kí ló dé tí kò sí lórí FM ẹran ti rédíò tèmi náà ni mo rà lórí eBay mo gẹ́tẹ̀ lórí eléyìí but mo ti ní mi ti máa order tó jẹ́ digital one so digital one ni easy fún mi láti impute because eléyìí mo tún ẹ̀ èmi náà gẹ́tẹ̀ ní bíbá but àwọn tó gẹ́tẹ̀ nílé evidence yẹn wà pé ó jáde kò ń ṣe pé ọ̀rọ̀ pé yẹn online là ń sọ yìí ó jáde lórí short wave nílé ni mò ń sọ ní UK gan sef àwọn tó gbọ́ evidence ẹ̀ wà so but èmi náà máa order digital one yẹn so that màá kọ́ impute 17735 lórí short wave ó dà pé digital the cheapest one tí mo rí lórí eBay is £35 so lágbára Ọlọ́run tí bá ti ní 35 màá order so that màá lè máa túnẹ̀ tá bá ti túnẹ̀ tá bá gẹ́tẹ̀ àwa show mo rò pé ó máa lọ níjọ́ Saturday níbí báyìí ni pé màá kọ́ go live látòrí eléyìí ẹ máa rí but as we say it did not pick it for whatever reason but the digital one I'm gonna get that apart from that the online version òun lè ń gbọ́ ìlànà náà ní tiwọn ìlànà US so the online version òun lè lè. So that is the online version, you know. I can only say mo dúpẹ́ fún sùúrù tèmi ní tí ìyá mi sọ pé kí n lọ ní àti àwọn family mi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò yẹn. My name was dragged to the mud. They dragged my name to the mud. Wọ́n ní mo kówó yẹn jẹ, mo jí owó yẹn, mo kódà ẹlòmíì ni mo ralẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi lọ́sàn. But àwọn ìyàwó mi ní kí n dákẹ́. Ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ní kí n má sọ̀rọ̀, mo dẹ̀ dákẹ́. But mo dúpẹ́ pé 2 years after the radio was launched. Oh, radio yẹn náà ni o. But àwọn team tó sanwó tó fi parí ẹ̀ just a small number ni wọ́n. Owó tá ti deposit síbẹ̀ continuation náà lọ ṣe. I can say that. Wọ́n kọ̀ continue lé lórí ni. Nígbà tí Adéníran, I'm sure ojú ti tì báyìí nísìn. Mo sọ fún yín pé Adéníran, Ọlọ́run máa dájọ́ ẹ̀. Mo ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn èèyàn ti pè mí lẹ́yìn. Mo ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. But Ọlọ́run máa ṣèdájọ́ fún òun àtèmi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò yẹn. Torí pé orí platform ni mo ti raise owó yẹn. But wọ́n dákẹ́ nígbà tó orúkọ mi lọ lórí mud. But mo dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé no matter what, ẹ drag orúkọ yìí lọ báyìí, ẹ drag ẹ lọ báyìí. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá ti wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Mo ní èmi ni last man standing yìí. Nígbà tó pè mí gan pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe rédíò yìí, mo bínú, mo ní no, I'm not interested. Fact mo sọ fún yín. Ẹ máa pé gbogbo aṣọ ní bíbáyìí. Gbogbo time sọ yẹn, wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní background. Mo ní no, but I'm helping them to promote it. Because so that kí ọmọ Yorùbá lè mọ̀ pé rédíò ta promise yín ní 2 years ago, òun ló padà dún yẹn. Ẹ wá imagine ọdún méjì ta lose out lórí pé ó jẹ́ kí rédíò yẹn kó jáde. Àdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. Àní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Èmi ni last man standing yìí. Ọláyọmí Kóìkì lèmi ń jẹ́. Flag, abẹ̀rẹ̀ flag. Ó fẹ́ borúkọ wa náà jẹ́. Dozens of pali flag yẹn ó ṣì wà nínú ilé mi bíbá àṣìní nílé náà. Tásìkò bá tó at the appropriate time we roll out again. Bàbá kí ló dé ti sọ pé àwa táwa labroad ká lọ tidy up ká bọ́ síta ká máa pariwo. Kọ́ lè bá mọ̀ pé tí Tinubu kọ́ là wá ń ṣe. But I'm sure at the appropriate time all that things will roll itself out. So I can play anthem because àti wà ní exactly 3 hours and if ṣe more than 3 hours so that ká lè ní enough rest. Kẹ́yìn náà lè lọ rest kẹ́tù lè ṣe nǹkan míì kólúkálukú lọ dáná ẹni tó fi dáná. Ìbàjẹ́ ènìyàn kò dáṣẹ́ Olúwa dúró. Ẹ rò pé máa bọ orúkọ tèmi jẹ́ ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ rò pé mi dàbí ẹni tí ẹ máa fà ní kinní mo ní ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ sẹ̀. mo ní èmi ni last man standing gbogbo tó lọ́nu Yorùbá nation kò sí tí mo mọ̀ àfi tí bá dákẹ́ mo mọ̀ ju kò sí tí mo mọ̀ but ẹ fẹ́ tọ́ bọ̀ mí lẹ́nu kí n lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta but àwọn family mi ni no wàá gbé mọ́ra 2 years tí wọ́n ṣe pé mo fẹ́ gba percentage lórí rédíò yẹn ṣèbí mi mo raise owó nígbà tó wọ́ pé mo jáde mo ní ẹ má dáwó mọ́ àwọn wèrè kan ní kí wọ́n ṣe account fáwọn kò ní da fún bàbá tó bí yín ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa kò ní da fáwọn tó bí yín ẹ rò pé mi dàbí àwọn olè bíi ti yín ni ṣèbí kírìn àjò lè tẹ̀síwájú ni tẹ bá mọ tí mo sọ fún yín pé millions of things ló ń gbẹ lórí pẹ̀fẹ́ bá rìn àjò yẹn jẹ́ mo dúró ti bàbá Akíntóyè mo dúró ti Ìgbòho torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe lọ sílé àwọn méjèèjì dẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ mo dúró tí wọ́n pa délẹ̀ ẹ máa pè wọ́n lẹ́yìn kẹ máa fi convince wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń pè wọ́n ó ń dórí tébù mi wọ́n kàn máa sọ fún mi pé kí n ṣe sùúrù kí n má dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ fi bá rìn àjò yìí jẹ́ ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú ò ń ṣiṣẹ́ àbọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú à ń ṣiṣẹ́ àbọ̀ tí ìbá nítorí bọ̀ máa ti back out eléyìí tí mo torí bọ̀ yìí mo sọ fún yín pé Tinubu máa pé 87 years old by 2031 kọ́lọ̀ fóun lẹ́mìí gúngùn kó fẹ́mi lálàáfíà èmi sì máa lè gbá football 90 minutes ju Tinubu lọ ọ̀bí Ọbásanjọ́ kó bá mi play 90 minutes lórí pitch nísìn máa gbé sáré máa gbé ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sáré bọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ ṣe sùúrù ẹ yẹ ká máa báṣẹ́ lọ pé wọn ò ní gbọ́ délẹ̀délẹ̀ yẹn ìrọlọ́pàá ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Dr. Aliu èmi mo kọ́kọ́ sẹ́ndì CD lọ sí Kano níbi tó wà ní north gbogbo pọ́ńtẹ̀ fi máa ṣe CD yẹn èmi kọ́kọ́ ṣe CD lórí platform yìí tákùn ti gbogbo àwọn fídíòs wa abẹ́ ti gbàgbé ó dé Kano ó dé Port Harcourt ẹ fi bà plans yẹn jẹ́ ó tún ti dákẹ́ fún yín ni tásìkò bá tó àgbèrè sáré àwọn tó ń ṣe rédíò ẹ support wọn that's all I can say project èmi tún ní lórí tásìkò bá tó máa execute ìtò tó máa le tó máa Tinubu máa sáré ó ní fẹ́ embargo sílẹ̀ fún Ìgbòho irọ́ ló pa ẹ máa lift embargo yẹn à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí látọ̀rí Koikimedia láti bíbá ẹ̀dẹ̀ láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ẹ gbọ́ wọ̀n mo sọ fún yín pé journalist lèmi tó ń gbé nílùú yìí gbogbo ọ̀nà tá a máa gbé ní diplomacy ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lift embargo lórí Ìgbòho ṣá torí kò ń ṣe lẹ́wọ̀n kò dé ṣọ̀daràn àsáré tó kóbọ̀ lè máa sáré káàkiri kẹwàá máa sọ fún Ìgbòho pé kó jókòó sí Benin Republic tí a mọ̀ pé ìyá ti kú wọn ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí bye for now Yorùbá nation no going back kì í máa sọ̀rọ̀ jù thank you so much everyone. Iṣẹ́ wà orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga ìgbàgbọ́ o bá ti bí ẹrú ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣiṣẹ́ o ká ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà ẹ jẹ́ ká bọ́ sípò ìwọ ni thank you so much everyone. Ògo adúláwọ̀ mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí my beautiful aunty Shola Davids thank you so much àti ìyàwó Agbémilékè gbogbo yín pátápátá thank you so much mọ́mí mi Ọlá Odos and gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tí ẹ̀ ń fi òye ẹ máa fi òye bá lọ ìrìn àjò yìí ó ń tẹ̀síwájú lórí mídíà a máa escalate ẹ̀, ó máa máa tẹ̀síwájú ni. Bye for now.